Let's see. There we go. There we are. Okay. Welcome everybody. Aristark, Elliot. Yes, Where's Chungus Repeater? This is my free-to-play account. What do you think? You have Surge free-to-play? Nice. I mean, it's definitely... It can be difficult, but it's definitely doable. Which is kind of why I don't care about doing it on this account. Because, like, tier 7 and 8 for free, it's super straightforward. Like, there's nothing you're gonna get, right? I think before tier 7, it's where it's a little bit less obvious what you're gonna be doing. Anyway, let's see. Open. Alright, well, anybody can join this now if they want to. And... oh no, it's this that. I will say, though, I absolutely will kick people if they're being really annoying and they're just, like, spam inviting, or if they're, like, constantly pinging, or whatever. But, as of right now, I mean, as you can see, this was tracked from yesterday, so I got 13 more beacons to capture with Lancer. If anybody else has that same task, then let me know. Maybe I'll... if you join the clan, or if you're in my friends list, we can both finish it. First stick. Much appreciated. 333. Thank you, sir. Good Tetra 12 blueprint. Yeah, it's more than likely that I'm not going to get anything from the Lacewing one. I don't really care that much, though. Because even though it would be really, really good, whatever it is that I got from here would actually be really good. I don't know what I'd use the weapons on. 12 energy weapons are kind of awkward. And if I got the Lacewing, then everybody would be... all the free-to-play players would be crying about it, so whatever. It's kind of for the best that it doesn't, anyway. You got Overdriver? Very cool. It's a good weapon. Do you also have to get 15 beacons with Lancer? Alright. I'll do some of this later, but what's your in-game name? Do I have you? You got Tetra Rifle? Nice. I don't think he's gonna respond. Oh well. Let's do some people that I don't think I've played with before. Best weapons for Deathfire. It's the same as basically everything. Stormwrack Revoker. If you're already using your Stormwrack and Revoker on other stuff, and you want to know if it's worth taking it off of that, or if it's worth using something else, that's a different question. But if you, I mean, if the question is quite simply just what's the best weapons, then it's going to be one of 4 things. Became full as soon as I opened it, yeah. Nah, I figured that would happen. I kicked like 5 or 6 people who had been inactive. Last night. So I did that last night. And I will continue to do that every now and again. Kick people who are offline for like 5 days to a week, just to give more space. I think there's one person in the clan that's been offline for a week, but that's one of my Discord mods, and I'll give him some special treatment. I don't care. Could cry about it. Hey, fellas. Lancer gonna carry? Oh, always, yeah. No Lancers? Okay. I was gonna say, I'll wait for any teammate Lancers that need to grab beacons. Make sure you guys are doing that too. Like, if you're grabbing beacons, especially in the beginning, if that's what you need to do, if there's another Lancer behind you or something, just give him a second, wait for him to catch up, and then you can both grab it. Jim and I are so good. Yeah. No, I agree with that. They're not good, like, super late game competitive, but that's just because of all the multi-layered mods. That's the only thing that makes them not good. Super late game. Otherwise, they would be. There's a guy somewhere over here, right? I don't see the red X. Oh, never mind, he's right there. This Lancer guy. Oh. Alright, wait. Let's go. Hi. Oh no. There's a Salvor that may or may not be going to mess you up. Viper. Tengu. What's with that skin, though? Can I? Yes, let's go. He had blockade. He should not have used blockade. Guys. Perimeter multilayer is the best thing for every... It's the best mod for every mech. Except for Lacewing. And that's literally it. Don't get blockade. I know it looks like it could be better, but it's not. Trust me on that. Or don't, I don't care. Yeet. Yeah, I'm surprised it lasted as long as I did. You got blueprints. I mean, that's to be expected, though, right? Statistically, you will get blueprints. So not getting blueprints... Getting blueprints is not you being unlucky. You have to be really lucky to get something that's not blueprints. It's like a 10% chance. Perimeter multilayer and galvanic or blockade multilayer and galvanic. I'm pretty sure I made a video literally on that topic. It's one of my more recent ones. Hardened hull versus galvanic hull. And I also throw in like perimeter and blockade on each one. So that video should cover the differences between perimeter and hardened hull, blockade and hardened hull, perimeter and galvanic, and blockade and galvanic. So all of those those four combinations, it should cover all four. Guys, stop pinging me. I'm not gonna read it. Blockade can't protect you from storm shelves. Yeah. Well, also Revoker. Because when Revoker hits you, it hits you once from the front, once from the back. If there's no shield on the back, then it's just going to deal raw damage to your back. And it's really, really easy and to kill enemies that have blockade when you're using Revoker. And guess what? Everybody is using Revoker always. So, you know. That's a thing. Did I let you... I don't know. You are literally 300 and you, I don't think so. You, I don't think so. You... Two giveaways on stream. Well, that costs me money. Mark my words, Lancer's gonna carry again. I mean, probably. Just the fact that I start with it and grab a couple beacons is pretty much a guaranteed MVP, to be honest. The home beacons, because I think what happens is when you grab a beacon, you get points for it throughout the entire match. And the longer that you keep it, the more points you get. Which means, in terms of MVPs, the most important beacons are not the center beacon or any beacon that's difficult to get. It's literally just your home beacon, because you grab it once and then you never lose it most of the time. You grab it once and then it's basically just like, yeah, you do that twice, it's basically guaranteed MVP. You do that once and you're gonna have a serious heads up in terms of MVPs. So yeah, I mean, if you're trying to get MVPs, then just do that. Anything? Okay. That's fine. Set cheetah. problem with this is that... No. Screw you, Kazan. Oh dear. Oh no, no, wait, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this. Dreadnought bot, what the? Guys, everybody's spawning back here. No, get off, get off, get off, this is mine. Yeah, the turret can't hit you if you're standing on top of it. Because it's too OP, it needs a counter, right? Oh, I still took damage from that. I mean, it was just bots, so I don't know if it's worth it. Good job. Will I use the token? Yeah, I'll use the token. Because if you save it, you're just going to get credits. Is your favorite mech still Shadow? Nah. I lost a lot of my love for Shadow after like the great update, which made it significantly weaker, because I did kind of like that, like it was obviously weak in terms of HP, but it was still able to survive some things. But then also like mods really did it dirty in terms of the firepower, because now like it just can't kill anything, dude. I liked the playstyle. I liked the old playstyle of Shadow. You could use it in a stealthy way. Nowadays, stealth doesn't matter. Like, playing stealthy doesn't matter. It's just a matter of how much firepower you have, really. Or whatever certain abilities. Epic mech good against Surge and Eclipse. Aegis. That's about all you got. Because it gives you a big ol' shield, lots of protection. Don't spam. Should you use the tokens? Yeah, obviously. Because, I mean, you might not get anything from this one, but there's a 10% chance that you get something really, really good, so you may as well. And if you save it, you'll just get credits, so it's whatever. And then for this one, you'll get 3 tokens. But again, you'll just get credits if you save them. More than likely, you'll get one of these, and again, just pulling out 15,000 credits one time is probably more than you'll get from the compensation. To be honest. And so you may as well, because you'll probably end up walking away with more credits than you started with, or more credits than you would have gotten. But it's just a matter of like small amounts of credits. It's not a big deal. Do I use Slingshot Dash Implant in competitive matches? Didn't you comment that and then I replied and then you commented and then you ask again anyway? I ask if you're not going to listen for a reply. Am I doing the derby tonight? Yeah. So, I don't know what these are. MVP 7, that's easy. And these are that easy. 2 mechs in 1 battle. Might have to play by myself for that one. 12 gold medals is easy. 15 battles with clanmates easy. Okay, yeah. So it wouldn't be necessarily like super quick. I just need 10 more, so this is 5. I can do all 5 of those. Upgrade the rank of any rare mech or weapon 1 time. So I'm gonna rank up Ares. That's the reason I'm gonna be ranking up Ares today. It's because I'm gonna finish that. There's also, oh yeah, I'll finish those. This one I might not even do, because I might not have to, not because I don't want to. Extra weapons 5 times. Might upgrade Ares a couple times. I don't know. But then also this use 150 Acorns. That'll also happen when I do the Ares thing. This will happen on its own. The rank of a mech or weapon 1 time. This will also happen when I do Ares. So it's like three tasks with 1 rank up. And this is why I wait until the very, very end before doing any of those. Any tasks that require you to spend a currency. Wait until the very end, because usually you can knock out 2 or 3 with just one rank up or something, if you wanted to. Otherwise, you could just avoid. Because it's probably possible for me to completely avoid ranking up spending acorns, but I don't care that much. I've been meaning to do it at some point anyway. 4. What's that? 647. I need 660 to. What was that? I need 660 to rank up Ares. Alright, so let me get one person that is not in my clan. You are a little bit weak. I'm not gonna invite you if you're like hella weak. I'm sorry. Because I don't want you to get like absolutely destroyed. That would be sad. Spirit, did I invite you before? Because I think inviting people who are in my clan but not on my friends list doesn't count as playing with a friend, so yeah. We've played together before? Well, hello. Buy Orion or rank up Graviton Beam 10. It depends, I guess, on whether or not you think you need a better mech or a better weapon. Right? Damn, it needs to, bro, this needs to stop. Get this guy. Make a guide on how to get a lot of credits. You just do the things that you normally do. That's about it. Like, it's the same thing with Acorns. It's like, there's no secret sauce to it. It literally is just as simple as you have to hold on to them and not spend them all the time. And I think, like, people don't like to hear that. And I know it's kind of lame to have that be the only thing. And some people will probably make videos trying to be like, oh, here's all of like the... But it's all stuff you already know. If I can think of something, I will consider it. Oh, nice. It's the sort of thing that I would like to do, but I would only do it if I thought that it had actual value, and I wouldn't just make it for the sake of... It's like promo code videos, right? Like, I'm not gonna make a video every time a promo code comes out. Even though I would get stupid views for it, I have standards. And I think promo code videos are hella lame. They get stupid views. So if there was a way to make a promo code video that would actually be like helpful to people, or something that's like actually like, I don't know, not ridiculous, I probably would do it, to be honest. How does Escape 211 get Acorn so fast? Well, being that he is the 211, he gets 211 Acorns every day. Simply for being 211. That was a waste of a storm rank. That guy's cooked. Oh no. Managed to kill him. Didn't think he would. I'm sorry I doubted you. Oh, hold on, you're cooked. Jeez, did you see that? The level on that man's blockade. That is wild. I mean, he's gonna die anyway. And I don't think he took a single layer of blockade damage. That's why you don't use blockade, guys. Literally, it's not useful. The only mech that should be using blockade is like Lacewing, because then it's like up here, like a little creeper. I can't get hit by Revokers or Stormwrecks, really, because it'd be super difficult. The only thing I can get hit by is like Helix Javelin Rack, right? So I mean, I'm a Lancer, so I'll take a lot of damage from it, but a Lacewing, it's basically just being paper cut to death. So you don't need multi-layer, you just want a solid one. What was the reason for generations of hating Killshot? Because it's super lame. Nah, it was the first most egregious meta that I dealt with. Killshot used to be super meta, along with Panther. I didn't like Panther either. It was just that, okay, the thing is not even so much the fact that it was meta, it was the fact that everyone insisted on having Killshot as their favorite mech. Like, Panther has been really good for a really long time. And yet nobody is like, my favorite mech is Panther. Why don't you like Panther? No, everybody, they don't care. If I say I don't like Panther, nobody cares. If I say I don't like Killshot, people have an actual mental breakdown. And to me, it's just funny, so I just hate on Killshot, because for whatever reason, people can't handle it, and it's funny to me. North Star, damn, bro. You alright? Our opinion on Gemini. Gemini is good. It is good, but it's not meta. It only fires 2 times, so it suffers a lot versus multi-layered mods. But against, like, if you're fighting bots, which don't really use perimeter multi-layer, or if you're fighting players that don't really have super strong mods, then it's going to be a really strong weapon. But the further you get, the less effective it's going to be. Should you get Orion, you have no good sniper. I mean, I am not using a sniper weapon on Orion. Orion's the only mech that you can use snipers well on. That does not mean that Orion should always be used with a sniper, right? Like, it's conflating 2 different things, right? If you're going to use a sniper, then you should try to use it on Orion. But that doesn't necessarily mean Orion should always be used with a sniper. You sniper on Blockhorn. Tetra Rifle Blockhorn is like one of my favorite sniper builds, actually. The amount of damage that deals is wild. Buy Orion or rank up Graviton Beam 10? Well, you asked that earlier and I actually responded to it. So apparently you weren't listening, and I have no reason to believe you're listening now, so I'm not going to bother telling you. Tetra Blockhorn, interesting. Yeah. The 32 energy, plus the 30% damage boost, plus the shield, making it really easy to get all 4 shots off without taking damage. It is absolutely ridiculous. ridiculous damage output. It is my second favorite Tetra rifle build. My first being Mimicker, actually. I don't know if I got the beacon for that. Yeah, I did, okay. I need beacons, though. Really need beacons. Come on. Are you going for it? I think he's going for it. Go for it. Ugh. Yeah. I was gonna say, as long as I stay here, I think I'm good. This pulse cannon dude literally cannot kill me and save his life. Actually. No, you didn't lose a Dreadshot. Onyx is so cool. Wish it was a bit better. Yeah, that's fair. I do kind of miss the good old days of Missile Rack 16 Onyx. Just absolutely nuking people. It was not the best, but it was usable competitively, and I actually really, really liked that. That's the one thing I do miss about the one-shot meta, is that it made a lot more things usable competitively. There was still a very obvious meta, right? But there was more things that were usable competitively, just because like everything is gonna die really quick, so it didn't really matter what mech you were using. And there's a lot of weapons you could use as well. But it was also very frustrating, so yeah. You're done trying to do that task yourself? Oh. Okay. Why were you in my friends list? I didn't see anything, yeah. I'm not sure... Were you inviting me? Dude, don't invite me. It's my stream. I'll invite you. So that's what you're doing. There's a bunch of other people on the stream. I'm not gonna be, like, playing with whatever random people you have on your friends list. There's other people in the stream who want to join. I want to say you said something, and then I asked what your in-game name was, and you didn't respond, so. Oh, well. Which was the OG mech you liked them? Hmm? As in, like, which OG mech did I like the best? Before the grade update, which is the one that made it so that legendary stuff was better than, like, rare stuff and whatever. Because that wasn't actually always the case. I don't know how many people know that, but... it used to be... Like, Lancer used to have relatively high HP. It was, like, kind of tanky. And Shotgun was one of the strongest weapons in the game. Even stronger than, like, I don't know. Would I say stronger? It probably stronger than Carbine, which is a legendary weapon. Nowadays, I don't think that's true anymore, but Carbine's pretty bad. The game is becoming more pay-to-win than balanced. I mean, what exactly makes it pay-to-win now that didn't exist back then? It's kind of always been that way, you know? The power creep just with the mechs and weapons themselves is ridiculous. Elliot, welcome back. I was bored recently and put a bunch of mods on brick house. It's actually kind of useful stuff from the rear with nades. Mostly just have to throw that though. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I did mod up my brick house a while back when mods were kind of new. I got some. I didn't make them super strong. Probably could have, but I got some. It's what I've realized about it, and it's the same thing with Bastion actually. What I realized about both Brickhouse and Bastion is that they are absolute, like, they're absolute powerhouses, right? And they have a lot of potential to kill things, but mostly only if you're like mostly only against certain things, right? You can use them to counter certain things, especially Bastion, like close up, right? But if you're using it close up, you should probably just use it with Revoker, because then you get more damage output. And so recently, I've been using both Brickhouse and Bastion, mostly with Revoker, and I think I've been getting better results with them a lot. You would think that they'd be better with like Stormrack or something with more range, minigun, for example. You'd think they'd be best used with something that has more range, simply because... Hey, stop that. Simply because they're so slow, right? But that is not what I have found. Is chain gun good? No. No, it's not. Especially if you're using it to assist teammates, Brickhouse can be helpful. Yeah. I think Brickhouse needs a, like... They could do a lot of things to make Brickhouse better. They could buff the HP, they could do whatever, but like... You know, if they want it to be a support mech, I think they should really buff the radius. Because at the end of the day... This rocket's just like flying into nowhere. It's like a, what, 30... No, it's a 15 meter radius? 10? No, it's a 10 meter radius base, I think. A 10 meter radius on allies is like not high, right? That's really, that's pretty close. It's a lot closer than you kind of want to be with a lot of teammates, just because of how many radius and crowd control weapons there are. Weapons and abilities, I should say. Like, almost every good weapon and ability does good against multiple enemies that are close together. So there's, like, why would you put yourself close together in that case? Honestly, I thought I was a Zephyr for a second. That's why I just, like, ran right up to that guy. Above Salver, yeah. Health way too low. See, I don't disagree with the fact that Silver has low health. It's kind of interesting, the fact that it has lower HP than even the Scouts. But it does play very differently from MD. I think we do need an MD, like a late game MD, which is basically... MD is kind of tanky. It's kind of tanky, and it's meant to be like a frontline healer. So something with a radius as opposed to long-range healing. Long-range healing is really useful, but I think a frontline healer with like a radius and something that's actually like pretty darn tanky to be able to take damage while it's healing people would be pretty good, I think. That'd be really nice to see. Which implants should you use on Pod Aegis? I don't know. What implants do you have? Like all of them? Whichever ones you can. Podgun only has 2 weapon implants, so it's like, what are you even stuck between? I'm not on your list. I went to fetch my ID. Okay, well... Yeah. Alright, well that's the first time I saw it. I didn't see you say anything earlier. I'm not looking up your ID, but... If you want to send me a friend request and just tell me what your name is, then I will accept it real quick. And I hate saying that because now I'm going to get 30 other people who want me to accept theirs, but I probably don't have space for everybody. The only reason I'm accepting this guy is because he's been asking like since the start of the stream. Maybe they could buff Chungus radius and add the ability to damage or protect like Vortex. The protection aspect, I think, yeah. No, I agree. Like, if nothing else, right? It is, like, its name is literally Brick House. You'd think it'd have, like, the highest base HP in the game. If nothing else, but... eh. If you use Pod Gun before the Orion ability, but mark them before the pods go off, does the mark still apply? Yes. Because the damage is just delayed, right? And it just, the mark just multiplies the damage. So as long as they have the mark before the damage goes off, then yeah. What's my ID though? It's in the stream description, I think. Or no, I took that out, didn't I? It's right there. You did everything and got a legendary skin? For Lancer, I assume? Nice. I'd take a legendary skin. I mean, the only other option is like an implant that's kind of useless, or credits. Like, not very many credits. I'd take the credits too. I'd take any of it, honestly. It's whatever. It's not bad. You sent me a friend request, but you don't expect to play with me until I'm similar to your SP. Well, in that case, why would I accept it, right? Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Why would I? Makes more sense to just hold off and then I'll add you as a friend when I'm closer to that. Half of us haven't hit the leg. Well, actually, what are we at right now? 51, yeah. I still have 5, so yeah, if we can get to 100 likes, I will gift 5 memberships. Very cool. Which we did last time, but I think that was because we were covering new stuff. Your free-to-play ID is wrong in the description. No, it is my Plarium ID in the description. Yo, skipped one. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Nova, Dark Lord, Edward, Ringer, Phalanx. Very nice. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Well, let's continue then. Oh, I was gonna invite you. I'll invite you guys. I'll invite you. I'll invite you. I don't think I invited you last time. Matched up against the same guy 3 times. You got destroyed all 3 times. I feel bad. Oh, you talking about the showdown thing? Yeah. I think I also had... No, but I didn't. I'm thinking about... Yesterday, though, I was grinding the... Lacewing control points thing. I was at 25 or something like that last night. And I absolutely grinded it all the way up to like 70, 80. Just like a couple beacons every game. It adds up. Oh, let's go, boys. Oh, we're stuck. Much appreciated, sir. Wiki, let's go. It's always nice to see. It's always nice to see when people get it. Like people that have been here for a long time. People that have been subscribed for a long time. Alright. So I want to get up top, but I don't want to use a jump to get here because it's technically slower, so I'll just do that. Kill that guy. Is he gonna jump? He's trying to jump up, yeah? Yeah. But he doesn't have another jump to, and that's exactly why I didn't want to jump there, because I then would not have I wouldn't have a jump available to be able to evade any pod guns or whatever fire that they threw at me. Okay. He's dead, man. My aim is crazy, right? I mean, the reticle's crazy. My aim was fine. The shock effect is so useless, dude. My shield is gone. Redeemer is very strong in Hanger Showdown. It's a good 2v2 mech, yeah. Anything that's... Oh. I'm surprised he didn't hit me. Anything that's good in 2v2 is going to be good in that. But what I actually like about it is that it's like, yeah, there's like the classic 2v2 meta. The meta in that mode is going to include the classic 2v2 meta just because of that's the way it is. But also like other things too. Because there's a lot of things that you couldn't use in regular 2v2 simply because like you'd probably die to somebody who respawns, like, because you have to take into account that even if you kill somebody with something, they'll just respawn into like a surge or an eclipse or something like that. But they can't in this mode, right? They literally can't. They have one mech. And so you don't have to worry about everyone having an eclipse and surge always. You have to worry about them, like, that they own it, right? You have to keep in mind that they probably could have it in their hangar somewhere, but kind of like playing mind games, figuring out when they're gonna spawn it. So it's nice, yeah. Like I was talking about earlier, one of the mechs one of the builds that I have been using in that mode is RuFFles or Bastion. Bastion's just a generally decent 2v2 mech. It just suffers because it dies really quickly or really easily to surge. But if they don't have a surge, what are they gonna do, bro? Oh, hi. I didn't see there. Viper Aegis better than Pod Aegis? No. No. Ideally, I'd probably have Pod Gun on just about everything in my hangar. Except for the Storm Racks on Lancer. It's probably still better with Storm Rack. But, like, if I could, and I was able to, I'd have Pod Gun 8s on this, Pod Gun 8s on this, Pod Gun 10s on that. Because it's just that good. Especially at this SP. So it's not a matter of, like, oh, Viper's better. It's just a matter of, you know, is it good enough? And also whether or not, you know, which one's better. This combination or swapping these weapons. Viper or Orion's not good, so. I mean, it's not bad, but it's worse. Much appreciated, Aristarch. Thank you, sir. Any idea about token exchange? It's just credits. It's just credits. I would absolutely... Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. You have a 10% chance of getting something really, really strong. All of these weapons are very good. All of these these 3 weapons and the mech. All of these things are very good. You have a 10% chance collectively of getting one of these 4 things. That alone is worth spending. That alone is worth... Every single one of these items is exclusive. You cannot get it with in-game currency. And it's the 12 energy variant, which is the most useful... like most sought after energy variant for any legendary weapon. Rank 4, which is not the best, but it's not bad. And then Lacewing, which is one of the top 5 mechs in the entire game. Absolutely worth it. I don't care how many A-coins they give you. Okay, well, if it was like 1,000 A-coins, but they've never done that. The most they've ever given in compensation, I think, is like 100 A-coins for 1 token. And 100, no, it's still worth it. Even if they gave you 100 A-coins, it's still worth it. The Lancer one is the only one that you might decide to skip. But even then, you'll probably get these if you spawn it 3 times, you'll probably get credits at least once. And I'm not gonna lie, it also is only credits compensation. But I'm not gonna lie, most likely each token's only gonna give you like 5,000 credits compensation. So just getting one of these one time is already going to equal the compensation. So you may as well just spin it all 3 times and then get maybe something cool on top of that, right? Or maybe even more credits than you would have gotten, who knows. So yeah, to me it's just like, you may as well, right? Good crate rush, yeah, I think both of them are good. Not like, you know, the Lancer one's kind of pointless. The Lancer one doesn't really matter, but it's like, if you have the token, you may as well spend it, because most likely you're gonna get... You're most likely not gonna get anything better if you save it. How's Sentry doing? Oh, he's chilling. Not playing this. Focusing on other stuff. He's playing a lot of War Robots Frontiers. I got 2 more beacons to grab. I think I invited you. Your in-game name is Phoenix. Okay. You're gonna be online in like 15 minutes. Okay. When will Sanji stream again? It's an excellent question. Because he hasn't in forever. Well, he did a couple days ago, I think. He did a couple days ago, but before that he had not in a long time. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot that he used to stream all the time. I'm just so used to him not streaming though. Hey, let's go, another 5v5. After Eclipse, should you get Panther just so you have an attacker mech for tasks? I mean, if you think you want it, but that's up to you. You can always just suffer and go with like Guardian or something. Because if you're just getting it for that, then essentially you're banking on the question of like which one. You're banking on the assumption that the value of those tasks is going to be higher than the value of the Panther. It's like you'll get more rewards from the tasks than it would cost you to get Panther, which may or may not be true. I'm just gonna send it. I'm just gonna send it. I don't care. Someone got absolutely obliterated by that. Kill shot, get out of here. Stupid. Is the Sentinel still back there? No, right? Oh, yo, that guy has suppressor. That's kind of cool. I think I grabbed 2 beacons with the Lancer, right? I grabbed that one and this one. You can get notified of Sanji's stream. Yeah, I saw the notification in Discord after it happened, I think. Did you give 5,000 acorns? No. Why? Let's go. Classic. Watch, somebody sent me a DM. Don't spam. Yep. For whatever reason, I get this bug where... Wow, that was worth it. I get this bug where, if I'm in a battle and someone sends me a DM while I'm in a battle, like half the time... No, I'm not gonna say half the time, like 90% of the time, it crashes my game. And I have to restart. So, like, please, for the love of God, do not DM me random pointless crap. I'm not gonna respond anyway. But it crashes my game, so it's annoying. Is the clan already full? Yeah, I think it filled up, like, 30 seconds after I opened it. Did I give 5,000 acorns? No, but if you ask again... I will time you out. Okay. Wait a second. What is this? Hold on. I'm not signed into my account. Give me a second. I can't time him out right now. Be gone. Get this man out of here. Just give me 5,000 credits and 10 million, or 5,000 acorns and 10 million credits, bro. It's like, it's not a big deal. Just give it to me. I want it. I'm gonna upgrade a slingshot and javelin rack. Yeah, get out, yeah. Podgun better or storm rack? I mean, most of the time storm rack. Not on everything, but on most things. Anyway, let's do... We got these. You know what? Let's wait and do the Lacewing one on top of that. But let's see what we have left. We need 7 more tasks done. What I will do right now, I suppose, I'll open a couple gold crates. I need 10 more acorns. There's 6. There's 8. I need 2 more. And then I'll be able to... Okay, well, I'll have 1. Yeah. I will now rank up my Ares. 1 time. Beautiful. And then I'll do that, because I think there's also an upgrade task. So that's that. That's all my acorns spent. But I also don't really care that much because... Yeah, see. Now, 3 tasks just for ranking up 1 thing. This is why you don't... Like, to the people... What was it, this one? To the people in day 4 or whatever, who saw use 150 acorns and then just immediately used 150 acorns. Like, you could have saved yourself a lot of acorns by just waiting till the very end. And then seeing what thing you could upgrade that would just get... you could just do the 1 and get multiple tasks with that. That's a good idea. Let's see. There's 1 upgrade task, I think. Max your weapons 5 times. Yeah, okay. Literally 1 more. Literally 1 more. Bam. $420. Nice. And then 3 more is what I need. Not gonna do that, not gonna do that. These MVP ones should be easy enough. What should I use on my Ares? This guy, I assume. Was the guy who was bothering me? Well, not bothering, but like bugging me about it. It's sad when I found out the Lancer Crate Rush used different currency from the Skin Crate Rush. Oh. Wait. What? Oh, no, dude. Okay, look. I'm actually gonna take a screenshot of this and send that to Plarium and be like, come on, guys. They're the exact same. Okay, look, I understand it's confusing enough, first off, to have tokens that are similar color or with the same symbol. There's like tokens that are like they have the same color but a different symbol, the same symbol but a different color, or a really similar color with the same or similar symbol. Right? Like these 2 are like kind of similar colors. Some people might potentially confuse them. It's confusing enough just having that, but these are literally the same token, dude. They're literally the same token. Oh, crap. You wanted Spy on the Wall so bad, fair enough. Viper Ares, okay. I mean, Viper Ares is a classic. That's what most people use on their Ares, I feel like. Yeah, we'll keep with that. Very nice. Ares is freaking tall, dude. And then I might even get rid of these in favor of Aegis. And then do full minigun implants. Yeah, I could upgrade this one time. Me as well, right? And then I'll do that. This is pre-recorded now. Hello. Which should you buy first, Vortex or Orion, or wait for Lacewing? Those are very different. Are you in Tier 8? If you're in Tier 8, or even in Tier 7, you probably shouldn't bother getting Orion. You're gonna leave this stream. Okay, bye-bye. It is pre-recorded, I just know the future, yeah. It's true. Definitely. Is it weird that I don't like any legendary attacker mech? So the only one that's good is Seeker, right? Well, I guess Dreadnought too, I suppose. No, I don't think it's weird. A lot of them are kind of disappointing. Alright, I'm gonna start with... I don't need to start with Lancer or anything, but I'm gonna because it's faster and I don't want to walk my Ares all the way freaking down here. Outlaw. Outlaw's pretty good too, yeah. I've been using it a lot less, though. Used to use it a lot in competitive, but not really anymore. It just dies so easily to everything besides Deathwalker. Like, it's the only thing that it's good against. Which in it, like, that alone is pretty good. Like, that's enough to make it usable, or useful. Usable and useful. But it's still not, like, it's not the best. It's one thing that you're using it for. Hey fellas, I am very surprised that I have not died. Why? What is this? Sorcery. Just to destroy Deathwalker, yeah. But it's kind of worth it, though. Deathwalker's, like, so impossibly difficult to deal with without an outlaw, sometimes. But you can... Most people, I think, nowadays just kind of use Seeker to deal with that. What? Okay, I died to that, but I must have taken, like, a stupid amount of damage from those mortars. I didn't think I was going to get hit by that, really. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, brother. Oh, yeah, brother. First got a Revoker Nomad, okay. Stop that. Stop that. Okay, bye. Have a nice trip. Bruh, I'm just getting assists and then all these freaking revokers are killing all everything. Seeker is cheese. I don't really like using it. Like, competitively, there's like two different ways. There's two different things you can use Seeker. Either competitively or against, like, bots. If it's against bots, the bots always know where you're coming from. They will absolutely smoke you. And it's a suicide mission to even try to use a Seeker. If it's against players, I feel like there's just, like, so many surges that it's just kind of not that entertaining. So I don't really use it a lot. Why does Particle Beam's beam mode Loki have more damage per shot than continuum damage per shot? What do you mean? That can't be right. Damage per shot beam 5,900. Damage per shot 20. What? What? So what you're telling me is that Particle Beam is the continuum we never knew we needed the whole time. The real continuum were the friends we made along the way. Plus continuum has lower fire rate. It's so strange, dude. So it really is just a matter of Particle Beam's firing mechanics are just so, like, not great. It feels very, like, awkward to try to use Particle Beam. That's gotta, I don't know. It's gotta be what it is. Otherwise, I don't know. You got requests 2 times in both the matches. My internet disconnected. That's crazy. Your Wi-Fi really does not want you to play with me. How'd the Great Rush go? I'm trying to finish up the Lacewing one, and I'll open both at the same time. Been playing for 3 months, and you're free to play, and you're explaining everything about your hangar. Okay, well, that's cool. Can you go with Vortex for 1v1? Vortex is probably decent for 1v1, yeah. I don't know what you mean. Like, would I 1v1 you? No. Sounds kind of boring. Why does he keep asking? Bro, dude. I answered, stop. Yeah, it's just bots. Let's see. This fool. And this... Excuse me. Fool. Whatever. I'm just gonna... Yeah. That's fine. Hold on. I would like to take some damage. And then I would like my shield to take some damage. Because if my shield goes down, then I can just let it recharge and use it again. Which is a lot better than trying to tank things with a shield that's on 12 HP. It's a thing to like keep in mind if you're, maybe not you just because the shield's just so strong, but if you're trying to like kind of wear down a tank and you're getting ready to rush it, something like an Ares, if you're at that SP, and you're getting ready to rush it, make sure that before you rush it, you whittle its shield down, but you do not take it down. Because otherwise you give it time to hide and regenerate its shield, and then you're just going to have to deal with it all over again. So you wanna take the shield down to where it's low, and then when you actually go in, you do a little bit to take the shield down fully, and then they have to wait for the cooldown or whatever. Do railguns suck? Not on Orion, but that's about the only mech. You have Mimicker and Tetra Rifle? You should try it. If you haven't tried those two together, you should try it. I want to off my phone that I am using to play Mech Arena, so you are accepting my friend request. What? I don't know what you're saying. How much has happened? Not a ton. We finished up the Lancer event, and we're working on this one. We're gonna have 1 token for that. We have 3 tasks left. MVP 7 times, MVP while playing with friends. 12 gold medals. Yeah, just that alone should be fine. Like, easy enough. Is it because you didn't join? No, it's just that I don't want to be, like, I don't want to spend all of my time trying to figure out my friends list situation. And this is why I didn't want to accept the friends list from Phoenix. Because as soon as I start, I get 30 other people who are like, okay, well, now you accept my friend request. Like, now accept my friend request, otherwise I'm going to bother you about it for the next 2 hours. Can you join the clan? Yes and no. It is full, but technically yes. I opened it up right at the start of the stream. I opened it up, so now I'll be kicking people who are inactive. Okay, let's go. Finally, players. This is the first time using Ares against players. Let's go. You're dead. You're bad at English. Freaking got him. Where's the apostrophe, buddy? Angry day. Okay. Some of them are angry, so you best be careful. I'm going this way. I probably should have gone to the right. Everyone went to the left, and then we left that one guy to die. But, okay. I don't know why you used the surge dash. Who uses surge dash? Why did they surge dash? Hi. So he's gonna drop his dumb, right? Yeah. Okay. Mr. Bad at English. Stop what you're doing right freaking now. Yeah. That's what I thought. Oh, okay. Very nice. So I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna wait for somebody to respawn. Oh, this guy. He's close. Oh, never mind. They're all occupied. Occupado. There's so many eclipses and legendary stuff. There's a seeker there, bro. What in the what? Okay. I almost killed him, actually. Maxed pilot with level 1 implants. Why? Yeah, I was gonna say I have to mark him. I wasn't going to, but he had a lot of blockade players. Hi. Please don't. I'm dead, but I'll kill him. It's okay. You're dead. My dead. Not his dead. You're dead. Oh. 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 I should have gone with my shield. I wanted to, like, kind of get behind them. Which was not a bad idea. It would have worked out really well. The problem is that I didn't have a shield, and so I died immediately. Hello. How are you? What'd you get? I have not done anything yet. I got a couple tasks left, and then I'm gonna get the one token for Lacewing, and then I'm gonna spin all of them at the same time. I got these 3 though. Day 3 of trying to stream snipe, that's crazy. I would say good luck, but I have no idea what you have. Will I get Poor Man's Continuum? At some point. The thing is, like, the fact that I have to get a 6 and a 10, 2 different energy variants just to have something that's half decent, or just to be able to use half decent energy, is kind of annoying. So I'm definitely going to get Disc Launcher first, because it'll ultimately be cheaper to just get the to get 2 8s once, as opposed to getting 2 6s and then a single 10. So Disc Launcher's going to be the next one, and I think Disc Launcher's going to be the better, like, between, because there's, what, 4 other things? Disc Launcher, Particle Beam, Repeater, and Chain Gun, I think, are all the weapons. And all of those have a 6 and a 10, except for Disc Launcher, so I'm just going to start with Disc Launcher, because it's easier. Hey, let's go. Let's go, fellas. I'd not risk the Lacewing, just get the credits and A-coins. That is an interesting... It's an interesting thought. I do wonder, what makes you think that they'll give you A-coins? Because... I don't know why I didn't put my shield up. I was too busy trying to pay attention to... What I'm trying to say is, there's no A-coins in compensation, dude. Like, why are you giving advice but you don't know what you're talking about? You can look at the compensation, it literally just says credits. There is no A-coins, period. And even if there were, it would be 100 A-coins at most, the very most. I think I don't think they've ever given more than 100 A-coins for 1 token. So the absolute most it would be is 100 A-coins. But there's a 10% chance of getting something really good in that crate, so I say just spin it. That's what I say. 100 A-coins is worth pretty much nothing. What are you gonna get with 100 A-coins? Nothing, really. Like, every A-coin counts, obviously, but it's like, come on. It's not like it's actually going to be a meaningful amount. It's just going to save you, like, a couple days grinding for something. Hello, nerds. Hello, Blue. Ah. Reworker clip. I got close to killing him. You trust my advice? I appreciate that. But, I mean, I always explain why I think certain things. And if you disagree with my explanation, or if you think my explanation's not very good, or if you don't agree with the logic behind my explanation, then I think, you know, go ahead and do whatever, right? I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just saying what I think is probably the best idea. It is true that, like, you're probably not going to get anything great from the crates, but I think the value is high enough that it's like you may as well. You can get elite mod and normal mod parts through Hangar Showdown with 100 acorns. That is an excellent answer. That's the kind of it's the kind of thinking that I like. I did not consider that. You are very correct. But unless you're like actually broke, like I am, to be fair, I am actually broke. But unless you're completely broke, it is still a matter of just like 3 days. Because every 5 days, if you're keeping up with it, every 5 days you get 200. So it's literally just a matter of like 2 or 3 days that you of grind. Well, I say grinding, but loosely. So it's like 2 days worth of acorns. It's not much. That's what I'm saying. Like 100 acorns ultimate is not much. But you're correct. This is a valid argument. It's a valid rebuttal. Is Tetra Rifle S tier? Nah. Tetra Rifle is like really strong, but it's not endgame competitive strong just because everyone's using Galvanic Hull and that completely absorbs all of the extra damage, and everyone's using like a ton of multi-layered mods, and it takes a little while to chew through those. So it's not bad. It's not bad, but it suffers a bit in that case. So it's very difficult to use in like a competitive environment. But that's about the only environment that you'll have issues with. Everything else is like if you're just playing casually, it's fine. I think that's the first time I've seen anybody use that emoji, dude. I got surged by saving those weekly acorns. I couldn't win tournament for the life of it. Yeah. Well, after I played tournament a couple times, like I think I played it for a full week twice, or was it just once? It was the one time for the video, but I think I did it twice. Yeah, no, it was twice, 2 different videos, I think. And what I found was that like I kind of didn't get any acorns from that. Like theoretically, if you're able to grind a lot and make sure that you get top places, top placements, theoretically it's a lot of acorns, but it's like realistically you're probably not gonna get much still. What do I need, dude? MVP 7 times. MVP 7 times while playing with friends. 15 battles with clanmates. Okay. I guess we just keep playing until those are done. I think I invited you like once. You played only tournament for a week? Yeah. You're correct. I've been meaning to do another tournament video, but it's annoying, not necessarily because it's tournament. The most annoying part about it is that I have to make sure that I'm available like every tournament day, right? It forces me to play at a certain time on certain days that I may or may not normally play at, right? So it's less about the fact that, it's a tournament mode and I don't really like playing tournament modes. Which is true, I don't really like playing the tournament modes. But it's more just the fact that it forces me into playing it multiple days in a row. Tournament's the worst. Yeah, it's not fun. I missed all of those. Well, except for the last couple. Excuse you. Hold on. Hi. Poor guy. Brother, what in the perimeter multi-layer is that? It's gotta be at least level 5. Jeez. This man's blockade. Oh, he actually used the full blockade, though. Good for him. He's hanging back. That's the way you want to do it. You suggest playing during the dead hours? I mean, again, like, I could do... There's a lot of different... I have a video. Like, I have a very specific thing in mind as to what I would do. Something that I actually think could work. It is really just a matter of... There's other things that are like... there's other things that I'm working on. There's a lot of videos that I upload that it's just like, they're kind of last minute, and I put them together kind of last minute. Like, I'm sure you know which ones I'm talking about, like the Revoker 10 one, obviously, like that one didn't even reach 8 minutes, and it's kind of sad. Not because I didn't have 8 minutes of footage, that I actually had like 35 minutes of footage for that. It's just because I edit so much out. Oh, can I kill him? Nah. There's no reason for me to be up here, except for the fact that I know that's really annoying for them, so I'm just being a pain in the butt. Hey, fellas, how are you? You're gonna go charge your device? Okay, bye-bye. It's not that I didn't notice you, it's that as soon as I start accepting friend requests, the floodgates are opened, and I then spend the entire stream going back and forth with people who are being very rude about trying to get me to accept their friend requests. And that's all it is. It's not that I didn't notice you. Do you think any of the overdrivers will be credits? Yeah. The last... There's been a weapon for credits. Like, every time they release a weapon, there's at least 2 energy variants of the 5. There's at least 2 energy variants for credits. And I think that's always been the case ever since they did the gear hub. Because before the gear hub, there was just the progress path. And there was minigun and EM rifle, which I don't remember if they were in the progress path or if they were exclusive. I don't remember. But all of those are A-coins. All of the miniguns are A-coins. All of the EM rifles are A-coins. But those weren't added after the gear hub. Those were added before the gear hub. And that's the reason that they're A-coins. You just need 800 elite mod parts and your clips will have max perimeter multilayer. Very cool. If you find a kill shot on the road, would you run over it? Yeah, obviously. Yes, Savant got 6 and 16 as credits. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, so long as there's 5, I don't remember. What was the last weapon to only have 3 variants? It's been a minute. Most, like, they've all had 5 for the longest time. But yeah, they always have, there's at least 2 for credits. And that's just the way it's been. Ever since the gear hub was a thing. Now, to be fair, I don't think they've ever, like, strictly said that that's always going to be the case. So, like, technically they could make they could do a weapon that's like only 8 coins, or there's only 1 credit variant or something, but I don't think they would. I don't think they care that much. If a kill shot finds you, would it run over you? I don't know, maybe. Railgun has only 3 variants. Yeah, but that was added. That was one of the first weapons in the game. The 12 and the 16. The 8 was added a bit more recently, and that's why it's not available. But the 12 and the 16 have existed for a while. The 16 was like one of the first weapons in the game. Alter, hello. How are you? Railgun 8 for in-game currency when? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The fact that it's just the 8 makes me think that, like, maybe they'll do it earlier than they normally would, or maybe they do it later than they normally would. It's hard to tell. Gauss rifles were broken a long time ago? I don't think Gauss rifles were ever broken. They were really good early game a while back, but that's it. They were never, like, actually a good weapon to use, like, maxed out or anything. Stop that. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. There's someone potentially behind me, which is kind of a problem. But I can kill this guy, I think. Yeah. And he just has missile rack, so he's not gonna be an issue. Even if he fires again, he's not gonna be able to hit me with much of that. Never mind, he did. I stand corrected. It's okay. I think this guy just finished unloading his full magazine, yeah. There's a stealth something right there, yeah. Oh, that's... wait a second. It's a storm rank bot. Storm rank bots never use the reload implant. I hear about the 505 kilogram deadlift record. No, I have not. I would ask what it is, but that being basically you asking if I heard about it pretty much answers what it is. Well, I guess I'm going here. It's 1,120 pounds. It's crazy, dude. Should you upgrade areas to 4 stars? Nah, I don't think so. I think 600 A coins for a single rank up on a mech that probably shouldn't stay in your hangar. It's probably not really worth it. Would you consider Blockhorn as a better Panther? I guess so. It's not like the most ridiculous statement ever. MVP 7 times. Alright. Still kind of close. Trying to figure out what the... What would you do if somebody was copying your videos? It's an excellent question. I have no idea. I mean, I guess it depends. Copying my video ideas, or just, like, essentially re-uploading exactly what I made? Because copying video ideas is, for the most part, fine, and that's just how YouTube works, right? It's very difficult to have, like, completely original ideas. Any like, let's think of, like, a topic for Mech Arena, right? Where it's like, there's some whatever topic, whatever video that I've made, somebody probably has made at some point a video similar to that, right? So the idea of the video was the same, it's just a matter of, like, how we do it. But if they were specifically copying exactly what I did or exactly what I said, I don't know. Did I spin the Lacewing? I did not. Bro. Yes to the core. What? What does that even mean? This is a very strange thing to say. Also, this guy, what? Why are you on their team? Get out of here. He's so close. There we go. Hi. Stop that Lancer Peachy, bro. That guy's pretty strong. Oh, but he just stands there and takes it like a champion, and then dies like a champion. And I'm dead. Oh, bro, he has a seat. Okay. He's not gonna be able to take it before he teleports back. Fine. Bye-bye. Get him. He's so weak, dude. It's incredible. The fact that this guy... this guy's Sentinel is still alive. Hold on, can I kill this without using my 10? Thank you. Yeet. Uh-oh. He's gonna fire again. Oh. Who has the oh? Oh, the bot has the Volti, really? Come on. Okay. He's gonna jump right about now. Don't crash me. Come on, bro. Why you have to be like that? They gonna spawn? Man, I've been seeing this a lot lately, actually. I didn't used to, but like a lot of nowadays, people are just like, they just don't bother spawning, and they just let it loose. Unless it's some like bug with the game or something. Ah, yeah, he left. That might be the reason. It's because he left. Here we go. What are the weapons I recommend you buy so you can go to the next tier? I made an entire video about that. Should be top link of the description. So that it's the entire gear hub goes through the entire gear hub. So yeah, I don't need to Don't really need to tell you here. You just use that. And then you can rewatch it if you forget, or whatever. Or just write stuff down, take screenshots. The rage bait bots, for real. It wasn't doing a lot of damage, I was just surprised to see a Volte. Should you spin for Lacewing? Yes, I think so. Weapon tier list when? Soon enough. I think there's like... So there's like different kinds of videos that I make, right? There's the bigger projects and there's the smaller projects. The Mech tier list is what I would consider to be a bigger project, because it had about an hour of... There was about an hour of base footage of me talking about each mech and actually ranking them, right? And then... Oh, in the world? That went down wrong. So it was about an hour of base footage. And then there was about, I don't know, easily probably 3 hours of B-roll, which is like the extra like gameplay footage, me getting like playing matches to get little clips of whatever. So it's like easily 3 hours total, possibly more. And that just takes a really long time to edit. And then these other bigger projects, I typically I spend a lot of time like writing notes down for them and stuff like that. So essentially, it's like a lot of it is just like I'm making smaller projects in between while slowly working on the bigger ones. You spun your token and only got 5 blueprints, yeah. I mean, it's a fair chance of that happening, but it's worth the chance though, right? Otherwise, what? You gonna give up your chance for something really good for 10,000 credits or something completely pointless like that? Like, it's just the compensation is just credits. It's not gonna be life changing, dude. The compensation is never that good. Told a newbie to not buy pulse cannon. He called me a slur. Classic global chat. Honestly, you got the Tetra rifle. That's cool, dude. Alright. A couple more matches. Hopefully we're done soon. You. Got overdrive for 12. Nice. It's a decent replacement to minigun. He liked pulse cannon a bit too much. I would say that is an accurate statement. Worst and best weapon in the crate rush, the Lacewing one. Overdrive is a good replacement for minigun. I wouldn't say it's better, but it's about just as good. So that is a potentially meta weapon. Strike Rocket is a meta weapon that people use fairly often. Tetra Rifle is probably the worst out of all of them because nobody really uses it competitively, but it is a very good weapon on its own, similar to like Gemini, where it's like it's a really, really strong weapon, but it's not like top level competitive. Like if you faced maxed modded Surgeon Eclipse Revoker squads, like you're probably not going to do much with Tetra Rifle. Whoever can beat you in 2v2, you'll personally delete your Mech Slayer account on Mech Arena. I don't think anyone wants you to delete your accounts. Why would anyone do that? Nobody hates you. Not that I'm aware of. Every day he waits for bigger pulse variants. same, though. A pulse cannon 16 would be kind of baller. Come on. Oh. Hey there. How are you? Okay, I just freaking immediately died. Yes, I suppose. Come on, can I hit the ceiling there? I did, but only with one. I did not kill him. So sad. 2, 1. Okay. Got you. I got you. Somebody go in and maybe don't grab it just yet. Mr. M. Hello, Mr. M. Hi. Yo, what in the world hit me? I don't even know. My shield just broke for some reason. Hello. Hi. You got Overdriver? Very cool. It's probably the second best one. I barely killed him. Let's go. What is that? A Juggernaut? No, it's a Seeker. Okay. Stop. Oh. I'm dead now. How many people play competitively so it doesn't matter? You're correct. Yeah, it doesn't matter to most people. And also, it's like, most people won't even reach the competitive level in a really long time. Like, it's not the sort of thing where it's like, oh yeah, I'll just be competitive in like just 6 months or whatever. But I think it is worth mentioning because it is, ultimately, when you think about it, is a lot of people's goal. Like, they work on just getting the meta stuff. And if what they're working on is the meta stuff, then they should probably be... I am surprised I lived. Then they should probably be, like, focusing on, like, top meta stuff. Because that's just the best long term. Stop! Somebody turn on the windshield wipers. Freaking nastiness all over. I might die here. Yeah. Mr. M. Rank 4/8s? Okay. I cannot afford to go on the right, so I will go here. Stop that. Kill this guy. Can you kill this guy? Or no? Poke. 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 I think we're cooked. Poke. No. Do you think the upcoming mechs and weapons are good? I don't think they're gonna be... Well, I don't think they're gonna be meta. I don't know, it's hard to tell. How good they are kind of depends. I very much doubt it's gonna change the meta, though. SP droppers? No, don't think so. The highest inventory power is this guy. And I would assume he was using... Well, he might have been using that hanger, but even this hanger is like... It may as well have been what I fought. Pretty similar. Customs or a public match? It's just public matches, no customs. I don't really plan on doing customs on this account. I know that upsets some people, but yeah, no, I don't care. You want sniper meta back? I don't. People would purposely, during the sniper meta, people would purposely, they'd purposely tank their internet. They'd, like, they'd purposely create lag for themselves because it gave them an extreme advantage in terms of, sniping people. Because they could step out of cover without people realizing that they were out of cover. It caused them to lag a lot. And something like that is just super cringe. Definitely don't want that. Oh, corner parasite. I mean, I did make a mech tier list, so that's one way of finding out. You got blueprints for overdriving, yeah, fair enough. Worth a shot, though. You gotta head out. Alright, understand. Take care. Thank you for stopping by. Wait, did we get players? Oh, yeah, am I sorry? Yeah, let's go in. Oh, full clan. Which means probably SP dropping. Most of the time, people don't clan squad unless you're SP dropping. At this SP range, I should say. But here I am, with my own clanmates, so who am I to say? No, okay. Yeah. Maxed pilot. Not surprised to see that. Let's see. Oof. Kill up. Kill it with fire. Used to play MOH and lag switches became a problem in clan. I don't know what MOH is. Sorry. How's your MAQC experience? Not good. We only played like one battle. There was a lot of random disqualifications, teams that didn't show up, auto wins for some reason, auto loss for a different reason. And the matchmaking was extremely bad at the higher challenge score levels. Like, I understand it's like, oh yeah, you volunteered to have a higher challenge score, but it's like, yeah, but we're a squad of 4 KSP guys, and we're fighting a squad of 12 KSP guys. It's like, I don't care how good you are at the game. You're not gonna win, and that's just a fact. Hey, stop. Where this guy? The fact that I still didn't kill him is ridiculous. Yeah, those were they rank 3 freaking minigun 8s. Wild and Medal of Honor. I've never played that before. I haven't even heard of it. But I haven't heard of a lot of things, to be fair. Wowie, wow, 20k. Yeah, nobody would have saw that coming. It's alright. I'm sure they earned it. Where's my Panther? I replaced it with Aegis because I think Aegis would be better. And I think that was a good decision, too. I'm just trying... I was using Viper on Ares for a while. What I could do... You're already in the clan. Why do you need to be in my friends list, too? you heard they used an algorithm to decide matchmaking which didn't factor in SP at all for MAQC? No, it's very simple. It's like if you chose a higher challenge score, then you'd face people in higher SP brackets. But the thing is that their SP brackets, like one bracket, the bracket that we were in, just as an example, the bracket that my team was in was 3,000 to 7,000 squad power. Just a 3K versus a 7K is a challenge score level. You're not going to win. 3K versus 6K is like probably the absolute most I would do. At lower SPs, it doesn't matter so much. Like, yes, like 3K versus 6K, it's double the SP, but like 3,000 squad power difference is not like huge. But, so it's like, yeah, no, the 6K, it's going to be very, very difficult for the 3K SP team to win. Just in that case, but that's in one bracket. But then, like, so then in a different bracket, there's the, like, 7 to, or like 8 to 10K or something like that was a different bracket, and then like 11 to... And so we ended up fighting people who were like 4 times our squad power. It's just ridiculous. And I mean, regardless of the matchmaking algorithm, just the fact that that was the case was kind of a problem in my mind. And you could say, yeah, we signed up for it because we... Xylonic, oh yeah, were you tanking? Oh. That's strange. You have a lot of inventory power, but this hangar's pretty weak. Stormrack or minigun for Panther? Kind of depends, I guess. I only go with Stormrack on Panther if you have reload implants. It's kind of the same with Aegis. Otherwise, helping friends complete their events. Yeah. Well. Good luck with that, I suppose. 7 to 10K and 10K plus. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember what the brackets were. But the thing is, like, yes, I did sign up for that in the regard that, like, I chose the challenge score level 3, but I'm not gonna lie, when I read it and they were like, you're gonna face people in like 2 brackets higher than your SP bracket, I didn't think that they meant those SP brackets, because I looked at that, I was like, there's no way that they're gonna put us up against people in like the 10K plus bracket range. Like, there's no way they'd do that, right? Lo and behold, they did. So it was not. I wasn't a huge fan of that. I don't like anyone who chose a challenge score of 1 in the lower SP brackets definitely did themselves a favor. But then on top of that, it catered very well to the high SP teams. It was in the 5 to 3K or 3 to 5K challenge 3 with my free to play. Would have been cool if we played against each other. Yeah, we only played like 1 or 2 battles. We got an auto win for one reason. We got an auto no, I think we only played 1. We got an auto win at first because of weird registration issues. Like, I registered my team, but it didn't show up for whatever reason. And so they just gave us an auto win. And then the second one, our opponents never showed up, so we just played bots. We got another win. And then the third one we played, and we got absolutely steamrolled. And then the fourth one, we got an auto loss because our teammates were being extremely difficult just for the sake of trying. They were trying to get an auto win. I don't know why they cared, because they were probably like 3 times our SP anyway, but yeah, they really wanted an auto win, and there was time zone issues. Not like I didn't show up to the agreed time because I wasn't sure. Like I I was confused as to like, because they said 12 a.m. Friday, right? Which I wasn't sure if they took into account that would have that as to like the day change, right? A lot of people don't, so I wasn't sure if they meant 12 a.m. Friday as in Thursday night or 12 a.m. Friday as in Friday night. So 2 hours before the match, really annoying. 2 hours before the match, I messaged them. I'm like, are we playing in 26 hours? Or whatever. I'm basically confirming, like, okay, are we playing today or tomorrow, essentially. I was trying to get confirmation from them. And then they didn't respond because they didn't show up at the agreed time either. They didn't respond until 40 minutes after the agreed time. I was asleep by that point. I went to bed, and then I woke up later, and then they're insisting that they should get an auto win because they messaged closer to the agreed time, which is bullshit. Dude, like me messaging, I could message you 5 days before. I don't freaking care. Messaging after is absolutely not. Like, you can't. You know? I messaged before, you messaged after. Clearly, I was trying to contact you first. So they didn't show up to the match either. But then they were being sticklers about it. And they would have won the match, even if we set it up. They would have won the match anyway. So I just told the mods, I just told them, just give them an auto win. I don't freaking care. But I don't know. I guess they were scared of fighting 4K people because they were that bad. Played a 12K and a 9K SP team. Yeah, we faced a like 11, 12K team as well. It wasn't a huge fan of the challenge score thing. The challenge score thing, like, it sounds good in theory, but if you think about it, it's like if it's that much, right? Then really all it does is it forces anyone who's smart and knew how the challenge score thing was going to go. I didn't understand how it was going to work. I saw it, they explained it, and I read it, but I was like, nah, certainly they're not going to put me up against a 10K plus SP team, but yeah, no, they did. So I thought that just meant something else. But anyway, essentially it just ensured that like any team that was smart chose a challenge score of 1, and any high SP team chose a challenge score of 3 because they're going to face high SP people anyway, and what's going to happen? You're going to face higher SP people. It doesn't matter. So it was just a way for the top bracket to choose challenge score of 3 with 0 repercussions, and then absolutely dog on the lower SP brackets, making them think that they should choose higher challenge score when in reality they actually get higher. Like, it's not just safer, it is statistically, regardless of how good you are, it's statistically more likely for you to get more rewards by choosing challenge score of 1. But yeah. No, I mean, I told them about it. I was like, yeah, here's the things that I think you could do better for next time. But it's okay. The MAQC thing was like, it's never like a big deal thing for me anyway, just because it's one battle. It is one battle per week for 4 weeks. It's literally it's a 4 battle tournament. That's like the least. It's not very interesting from a tournament perspective. Hope they really improve and enforce the rules before the tournament. As far as I'm aware, they were enforcing the rules. But there's certain things where it's like, maybe, like, if you can't prove certain things happened, I guess. They need proof. Like, if you're gonna claim that someone did something, they probably need proof. Who was that surge? I don't know. Oh, man. You could just check here. Check people's hangers. You just need to get MVP with a friend. Well, if I'm not on your list, then it's probably easier for you to just invite somebody who's online. Speaking of, though, yeah, I probably should. This traitor. This guy. And this guy. And yeah, sure, why not? Is the clan full? Yeah, I think so. Do you play with people that are 5k? Not really. Do you think disk launcher? Yeah, I think disk launcher. Can I friend you? If no, it's fine. Not really accepting friend requests at the moment. Not during the stream anyway, because otherwise I'll get people being very rude about it. MVP 7 times, 15 battles with climb. Okay, I should be able to complete 2 of them just right now. Go this way, I suppose. If he's got that covered. Would Zephyr be better than Surge if it still had the 6-second EMP duration? I mean, maybe, yeah. I guess probably. This one team who had like 18k inventory power. And clearly have more than 7k SP, but the mods told them as long as they keep under 7k SP, it's fine. Yeah. I don't know. I guess, I mean, that's the thing, though. It's like you can accurately assume. You can pretty confidently assume that they probably have more than 7k SP, but you don't really know, right? You don't have any way of knowing. You can just assume, but not everybody does, right? Some people might have just maybe they just invested very evenly in a lot of different things. And so the mods are going to enforce rules when they're clearly and plainly broken, but I don't, like, I'll take their side on this one. They definitely shouldn't be making assumptions about what hangars look like just based on what they look like. You should only be working in facts. And if you can't prove it, then nothing should be done about it. Surge would still be better because of the dash. The 6-second EMP time is ridiculous. And you could use an ability duration in plant to get like an extra almost 2 seconds out of that. So that's like 8-second EMP. Which is enough to kill anything, dude. Like, it's just GG, it doesn't even matter what you are. Except for a Deathwalker, I guess. Or a Parasite. But you get what I'm saying, like. And I didn't say that it definitely, like, definitely would be better at everything. Nah, I just said it probably would be better. And I think that's true, I think it probably would. Zephyr's too weak and slow. Yeah, but, like, you put enough mods on anything, it doesn't really matter. The speed is a bigger issue than the HP. There we go. Alright. I forgot to reset my battle points. I should have done that. Alright then. Let's go. So let's do this one first. I think everything's even drop, right? Yeah. I want one of the cool skins and credits. I don't really care about the epic skins, except for this Winter Patrol. Winter Patrol is one of the best ones. I'll take that too, it's whatever. No, come on, bro. I'm not using this skin. I hope you guys understand. I'm not using this skin. It's one of the worst freaking skins around. The only legendary skin that I would probably use is this one, and that's just because it's exclusive and like nobody else really has it. Otherwise, like, I'm so spoiled by this redesign. The way that it looks is so much cooler than this absolute stiff-ass jank. Best skin, get out of here. 15,000 credits, that's good, actually. I was hoping to get credits, because, I mean, I need credits, obviously. Alright, I'll do this one. The chances are low. 10% chance of getting something, but if I did get something, it'd be really, really good. So it's worth spinning. And again, to the people who are like, oh, should I spin it? It's literally just going to give you credits if you don't, so just spin it. It's like at most 10,000 credits, yeah. 5 blueprints, whatever. Didn't give me anything, but it was worth a shot. And then I'll also spin this for good measure. Rare skin. Garbage. You got Tetra blueprints? Yeah, fair enough. Believe in your inner gambler. Your inner gambler would buy more tokens. Your inner gambler doesn't want to win, because if you win, then you stop gambling. Usually you plan to buy Orion so that I'm grinding acorns after seeing this Max Lancer gameplay. Now I'm planning on investing in Lancer. Will it be worth it? I think yes. What I would recommend people do, honestly, at this point, I think, is when you start out, and you're progressing, every day when you have that task to spend 2,000 credits, just spend those upgrading Lancer. Instead of buying blueprints in the shop, which is what I used to do because that was just a cheap way of doing it, now I never buy blueprints from the shop. If you're still buying blueprints from the shop, then don't. Just spend those credits upgrading some weak stuff that you might want to use later. And yeah, so every time there's that, every day, just upgrade Lancer. Maybe, once, maybe twice, however many times it takes to spend 2,000 credits. And then you'll essentially keep a relatively strong Lancer throughout, and it'll be relatively on par with everything that you're using, and it'll probably be maxed by the time you get to here. And that's, yeah, and I think that's a good idea. And you end up not wasting credits that way. Buy a 10k implant. Yeah, that's a good way of wasting credits. Especially for me, who, like... Well, I could scrap these implants because I literally, like, they're useless to me. It's like this. Just those are garbage. And there's a bunch of others that's like, some of them I'm holding on to, just like on the off chance that I get something out of it. Or like the off chance that I get the weapon or the mech or something. But yeah, for the most part... Do I have double implants out of anything? Doesn't really look like it. I probably don't need these. Although I might upgrade that at some point, to be fair. Just to see. I know it's not going to be good. They really need a way of, like, sorting it so that you can figure out how many, like, what blueprints you have that are, like, lower rarities of a different blueprint, right? Because, like, if I have any rare Howler range implants, even if I liked Howler, if I had any rare Howler range, I already have an epic, so I would just get rid of them. But I have to just keep scrolling back and forth to kind of figure out what I have. Yeah, I do have one. And then this is as well. So it's kind of annoying, but yeah, whatever. Point is, I don't really have any implants that I even want upgraded, so buying implants is, like, not great. And also, if you're really high level, then I don't know. I suppose you could, although it's still not. It's really bad conversion rate. It's like 10,000 credits for 100 implant parts. You could spend 4 times the number of credits to get, like, 30 times the implant parts. So just buy a legendary and then scrap it. I upgraded low-level mechs when there's achievement for mech upgrades, or the task, yeah. No, that works too. But I'm saying, like, for something like Lancer, where it's like it's legitimately useful at this SP, then instead of just being like, okay, I'm just gonna save credits and then I'm gonna spam upgrade it, you can slowly upgrade it every day by just spending your 2,000 credits on that, as opposed to wasting them on other things. Because ultimately, it's like, you're not, like, what are you spending them on every day? Probably not anything useful. Probably just the blueprints, because it's the cheapest way of doing it, but buying those blueprints doesn't get you anything useful. It's like, you're not actually going to use it. So, I recommend that you, like, slowly upgrade Lancer, and essentially it ends up making it cost less, relatively. Hellfire 10 good, you got it in a Crate Rush? Nah, Hellfire's not a good weapon. You're not using it because you get surges with it. Yeah, that's fair. Nah, Hellfire's not a good weapon. If you can use it without messing with your matchmaking, then it's probably worth using. It's like, it's worth trying, right? Because it's like, okay, look, there's different levels of good, right? There's, like, weapons that are just really bad, like Pulse Cannon. Like, there's pretty much no point in the game where Pulse Cannon is a weapon that you actually want to get, outside of just for progression. But then there's other weapons, just like Repeater, something like that. It's like, it's really bad late game, but it'd be pretty good at this SP probably. So it's like, it's different, right? Just because something's bad late game doesn't necessarily mean it's bad at your SP. But just because something's good at your SP doesn't mean that it's worth upgrading, because it might be bad later on. And that sort of thing. I'll 1v1 you if it gets you to shut up, bro. What? Oh, please 1v1, bruh. Yeah, dude, stop. I'll time you out if you do that again. Stop being annoying. I'm not 1v1ing anybody. It's ridiculous. The official Mech Arena channel lists some videos every week from official content creators. Do your videos get any significant view boost from that? No. No. I don't see any real change from that. The only time I see a change visually, or like a noticeable bump in views, is when they do it in-game. I mean, pretty obviously. When people, like... It's an interesting thing. Because it's like, even if you're a big channel, most of the time, if you shout out somebody, or if you promote somebody, most of the time it doesn't really help them that much. Like, I could, promote different channels or shout out different people. It's like, it legitimately wouldn't help you. You might think that it would, but it won't. It really won't. Can I join your clan? I mean, I have my own clan. I don't know why I'd leave that to join yours. Is it better to spin 5 or 10 fortune crate? It's better to spin the 10. The 10's the best one. Okay. I think... Do we have anything left to do? I don't think so, right? What spot am I at? 29. Oh, out of 30. 29 out of 30, really? There's the 5v5. Does anyone want to play tournament? We might play some tournament and then probably end it. Not a whole lot else to do. I've been going for like 2.5 hours already. It took quite a bit to finish some of those tasks. I was not really expecting that. No. I might use this one though. Well, I like this one better than this one. This one's pretty good, actually. I'll just keep using this one because this one's cooler. Speaking of, wait, do I have any... Do I have any skins for Orion? I forget. Oh yeah, I just have this one. That was not good. Banner. Can we play customs? No. I'm not doing customs. I will time you out, though, because you're spamming. Did you get Lacewing? Nah. Here's what I got. Garbage. Not really garbage. The 15,000 credits is fine. If I saved the tokens for compensation, I probably would have just got 15,000 credits anyway. And then I spun a fortune vault and got like a rare skin, I think. Doing hanger reviews in the coming days. I haven't done those in months, so no, wasn't planning on it. I'm gonna play this for the day, real quick. I forgot that this is a thing that I have not done today. And then I will invite for tournament after. Let's see. Do I want to change anything? I could use Ares, but I feel like Redeemer's probably better. Yeah, I'll probably just keep it like it is. And I could use Panther as well, but Aegis is better for a 2v2 situation. Dream Hanger anytime soon? I don't know. I've been thinking about it. A lot of it is, I can always start with long range on this map. When you see the mod icons there, that usually means that I'm in League 2, by the way, but that I think means that there's at least one person in League 1 that I'm gonna have to worry about. But he's dead, so it doesn't matter. He had Gauss Rifle and Quadro Good. Let's go. Absolute Chad. Nice job, huh? Right. And then the next one... He's a slow boy. I'm gonna... Well, I was gonna use Lancer, but... 2 slingshots. 2 fragment gun slingshots. One has a shotgun too as well. Hi. He doesn't even know what his shield is, dude. He literally just stood inside. Full mag dumping into the shield. Nothing. I'm sorry. The fact people get regularly timed out because of spamming questions just so they want to see ruffles of them or whatever makes me lose hope. Yeah. Oh, wait. Aw. Yeah, what's ridiculous is that I'll fight people who are in League 1, but it won't let me use my mods that are on my Lancer. I have mods on my Lancer, it just won't let me use them. Because I'm in League 2, Stupid. Oh, no, I'm dead. I am dead. Alright. I'm not checking hangers, no. Many reasons for that. But yeah, anyway, in terms of like the Dream Hangers thing, a lot of it, it's like, okay, every time I make a video, every time I'm thinking about a video, I have to think about the amount of time it takes versus how many views I'm expecting it to get. And so challenge videos have really gone into the sink because challenge videos don't get views, ever. Well, I shouldn't say ever. One of my top 5 videos is a challenge video, technically. But almost ever, I should say. As a new player, it's interesting to watch me play. Well, glad to be of service, I suppose. I'm not a fantastic player, but I know a lot of random things, so there's that. Like, compared to most competitive players, I am average at best. Because people somehow don't know how to be a decent human being on the internet. Well, I'm in. Spamming happens all the time, so probably not just me. Okay, I have to keep in mind there's a cooldown modifier, but I do need to make sure that I kind of get a little closer here. Uh-oh. My buddy is gone, and that's not good. He's gonna try to move now. Okay. 1 storm rack, 1 fragment gun, a hemlock, and a dreadnought. I don't think they're going to be using helix rack or anything. Orion, railgun, minigun on. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think so. Who is the piece of crap? Is this guy? Uh-oh. And I'm dead. Crap. That's not good. Auto cannon for Lancer, yeah. Max Tengu, I mean, yeah, probably not a good investment. Maxing a rare mech is probably not a good idea. In most cases. 1 surge, 1 eclipse, yeah. Not surprising. You waiting for someone to spawn? Okay, bye. Guess he doesn't know what he's doing. Okay. This dude. I think we get a draw. I don't think... Does it go into overtime? I don't think so, right? I don't know if he's AFK. Or if he's just being careful. Yeah, check him off to one side. And he's dead. Okay. Hopefully, hi. Try it. Let's see your one. Don't crash the Nomad, dude. I swear to God. Don't crash. Why are you trying to crash the Nomad? It's an Ember Gun Nomad. Crashing it will literally make your problem worse. Okay, look, here's what we have to do. We have to go up to this guy. Okay, now he's coming in. Yeah, crap. Another one. No overtime yet, I didn't think so. Well, it wasn't great. Try it again. Starting over. That's you? You know what you're doing? Which one was you? Oh, there's Bungie. The guy on my team? Yeah, no, I'm good. The eclipse that shot the wall. Why would you do that? Okay, I think he's done. Is he AFK or is he just chilling? He's just chilling. You are a Gauss Rifle for Tango, okay? Calm down. Do you play PC or mobile? Me? Well, this is mobile, that's why there's a mouse. No, it's PC. He's gonna backtrack, probably. Wait, was that a Redeemer? Or was it not? Kinda looked like one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they both are. Sure. I don't think you're gonna be able to kill me with that. One more. One more. We can do it. He's got 5 incarnaries. Maybe we can do it. Maybe we can't do it. Oh dear. Eclipse. I mean, it's Disruptor. It's still Eclipse though. This guy. Oh no. The thing I was saying earlier about the mods thing. Clearly, this guy has mods. Okay. Shut up, dude. Come on, bro. Why would you do that? Nah, we're dead. My teammate is fragment gun areas, bro. That's 0 chance. He's got the same Panther build that I usually use. Well, except for the pilot. He's got a better pilot. This is a problem. This is a big problem. They're just existing with a Nomad is such an easy win right now. My only hope would be that somehow my teammate had an EMP thing, but he doesn't. Rank 6 Nomad, yeah, okay. Jeez. The fact that it even went to 5 rounds is kind of sad, though. I'll take it. Really shouldn't have gone to 5 rounds. There's a cooldown implant in the shop. Don't buy it if you're, if you're still in like epic tier mech tiers, then it's a way, like 1 implant is not worth 1 mech. But if you have good mechs and there's not much else to spend acorns on, then yeah, go for it. Okay. Legendary pilot's better than a legendary implant, though. And an epic mech is better than a legendary implant. So, like, if it's a choice between those, then obviously. Yeah. Okay. I want to entice him into coming for me so that I can kill him. And then, can I just use the radius here? Potentially. Yeah. I can already tell my teammate does not know what he's doing, so we're going to be in a bit of a situation. That Aegis, I don't like to see that. It's, well, the Savant as well, actually. Both of those are going to be really annoying to try to deal with as a Lancer at the top. I am not spotted right now, so he's not going to be able to kill this guy, but I can. And then I can do damage to this guy. He's going to be able to put up his shield easily enough, but whatever. I can just secure and reload. He physically can't reach me. This is what makes Lacewing so broken and competitive. He doesn't know where I am. I could just literally just sit here and wait for his shield to go down and then shoot him when he's done. And then, what is he gonna spawn? That? Sure, I'll go with this. Long, okay. Longer Paragon. I guess that's one thing. It's one way to do it. Oh, dang it. Yeah, I should have gone with the Zephyr. My other thought was the Zephyr. I saw he had an EMP mech, so I was like, nah. We should probably be fine. Because we do have to deal with Seekers, right? If I had a Seeker, it would have been a lot easier. But no, we're good, we're good. I think everything's fine. Bro has long arms, there's 0 chance, bro. Yeah. That's why I don't upgrade my Paragon, though. It's no good weapons to put on it. Unless it's like a weapon that I'd have to upgrade a lot. Like, I'd have to then upgrade the weapon a bunch too. It's just like not really worth it. Last one. Can we get the fortune keys at least, please? Solus with 2 Overdriver 12s, yeah. Schwitter, no, I'm not checking hangers. The reason is well, there's multiple reasons. I'm not even gonna bother explaining why. I don't think I need to. Do you think Hangar Shonen's the worst thing that Mech Arena made? Absolutely not. The worst thing that they did was making it so that low-rank people couldn't use mods. That was stupid. This is at least a good idea with bad execution. They had good intentions, and there's aspects about it that I really like. I mean, for the past couple days, I've kind of enjoyed playing it every day, to be honest. That's gonna be rough. Arc Torrent 6s. Oh, wait, what do they have? Bash? Really? Rank 5 Bastion and an Aegis? Alright, so I need to bait this guy's shield. Cool. Alright, so his shield's gone. He used it. By the time I'm reloaded, he'll basically... His shield will be basically down. I can mag dump on him, but I'm not going to kill him. I'm going to take a stupid amount of freaking damage. The pod guns are so annoying, dude. I just want to be able to at least kill one guy. Aww. You know, that was just bad. Having that build against a Bastion and a Podgun Aegis was really bad. This is a lot more manageable. I could probably kill both of them. But I need to focus on this guy first. Not that guy, this guy. He's gonna back up and then we just kill him while he's backing up. Yeah, okay. We have no opportunity to lose, okay? We have to win all 3 rounds. Ah, frick, a Panther. Oh, no, dude. The worst part of this is actually the Scorpius. That Scorpius is going to be such a pain. Now, thankfully, he can't reach me from here. So long as... Yeah, here's the problem. Here's the problem, is that he's going to now nickel and dime me to death. Wait, hold on. He doesn't see me. Focus toes. Get out of here. Let's go, buddy. Fine. Oh, no. Why are you using a shotgun? Why not use 2 friends? Oh my god. This guy causes me emotional pain. But we might be okay. Hold on, this guy's... Wait, is this dude just AFK? Really? Yeah, get out of here, stupid. You left the match. What an absolute piece of crap. Alright. He did better than me, technically. But it's okay. Actually, we got the same amount of points. So we technically did the exact same, I think. And I did get the fortune keys. Hooray. You got Lacewing blueprints. Yeah, fair enough. It's not a high chance of getting something good, but... You know, like it's an okay chance, right? It's worth a try. Play tournament? Yeah, I think so. There's just like this. 7 5v5 deathmatch battles. 10 gold medals and 5. Ugh, do I even want to finish that? I don't think I need... Okay, I don't think I need to finish it. The crate at the end is actually like the least valuable reward. Well, no, okay, not the least valuable. But this is the highest value reward in my mind. Blueprints are garbage, so this is just a way to get 4,000 credits. The blueprints I don't need. So just getting to here is really where I want. So I'd need to finish 3 more. This one. Meh. I kind of don't want to play 5v5 now. I kind of don't want to play 5v5. But I said I would, so fine. Fortune Keys is gambling, yeah. Yeah, I'll invite you for turn. No, I'm not doing 1v1. Wait, is that guy still asking? Oh, yeah. If you ask me again, I'll time you out. Nobody cares how good you think you are. That's... yeah, thank you. Thank you. Look, guys, maybe you can beat me. It literally doesn't matter. Okay? Like, legitimately. You don't need to prove anything. I don't need to prove anything. Losing one time in a video game does not make me a worse human being than you. So, like, hey. Chill out a little bit. What is this? Oh, that's right, I got MAQC pings. I'm assuming it's just like announcing that the thing's over. I'll have to read that later. I forgot about that. Sure, let's go with this. It's just bots anyway. Oh, this map. This map is a map for sure. I know. You're only here for the valuable information. But if I didn't tell you it was a map, who would? 3 kills. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Probably gonna die to this guy, but it's a nice little rampage. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, no, I'm good. Sure. Revoker 12 or Stormark 12? Depends on which one I think you... I mean, I assume you're already using the 10 and 6, so... whichever one you think you need more of. Like, you probably don't desperately need either one, but it's just like a matter of, like... you know... which one can you get away with not getting for longer, I suppose. Dread Chancever. OP. Might be cooked. I might be good. Never mind. Oh, I almost killed the kill shot. It would have been perfect. Abhijit PK. Alright, take care. Thank you for stopping by. Just a matter of progression. Yeah. Well, you'll be able to use like the 12 and 6 on like an Eclipse or something, right? But yeah, it's just like there's no... I mean, especially for weapons, the weapons, it kind of depends on like what mechs you're using them on. So like what weapons work well kind of depends on what mechs work on, or like what mechs you have that would work with it. So depending on your mech situation. There's no real concrete one better than the other in all cases. Well, 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 well. Poke. Uh-oh. I don't have the range for that. I was 1 meter outside radius. It's ridiculous. You'll think you buy that after you buy Surge? Oh, you don't even have Surge, bro? What? Yeah. Get the mechs first. The Surge and Eclipse, make sure you get them first, obviously. Because you don't need the 12. How can you get kill shot for free? You just gotta be like a really big piece of crap. And then the game will see that and like, oh, this guy deserves a kill shot. No, I'm just kidding. You really can't unless you start a new account. Oh, hold on. Can I get? Oh, nice! I stole that one. Poke, 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 poke. Try the promo code. That's only for new players, and it gives you Arc Torrent 6. So, like, yeah. They have them so easily. Oh, new players? Yeah. They've been doing a lot of, like, new player codes, new player, like, download links, stuff like that. A lot of it I kind of don't agree with. Like, the promo codes are usually fine because it doesn't, like, it's nothing ridiculous, but the download links I think they've gone a little off the rails with the download links. I don't approve of them anymore. You're gonna terrorize terrorize CPC with quantum gun eclipse? Okay. Yeah, but you do that. Alright. Let's let me switch the mode first. I don't want people thinking that we're playing CPC. You're a little too strong. Not a lot, but a little bit. It's like closing on 6k. Like a 5k, I'd probably be okay with it. But he's closing in on 6k. RK Squad, hello. Sure. Free pod gun ages, yeah, exactly. And a brick house at rank 5 too. It's like, what? Come on, dude. I've already talked about what I think about those. I think last stream. I explained why I think those are like kind of not good. On a separate note, though, I just realized we did hit 100 likes. Let's go. Nobody told me. Increvicity. Sorry, I butchered that. Big Bang. Alexito, Ayush, and Icarus. Let's freaking go. Railgun 12 or EM Rifle 12? Neither. I should maybe put Ares into my other presets. Are we up against what? It's a 5v2, huh? Why? Why is it a 5v2? What is... I would say that they probably stayed in squad, but, you know, I'm not even sure that's true. Okay. My inner gambler will try again. That's crazy. I mean, do you have a choice, though? Okay. He shot me one time and I exploded. That's... Yeah, Panther's very, 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 very weak. How can you get credits fast? Honestly, it's like there's no real, like, specifically fast way of getting them that you don't probably already know about. It's mostly just, you know, make sure you're not spending them on anything else. Like, spend the least amount you can per day, don't spend them on anything else. And then after a little while, you know, before you know it, you'll have a decent amount. That's about it. I mean, that's what I do anyway. Oh, he's right there. Credits are a different story if you have ads, to be honest. Yeah, that's probably true. people haven't, like, new accounts haven't been given ads a long time. Why is the game still going? We have 25 kills. Literally everyone's dead. Okay, so that's why. That's why I've been getting this weird... I mentioned it earlier in the stream. I don't know who was here, but I mentioned it earlier. I was like, people seem to just leave as opposed to spawning back in. But no, I guess what's actually happening is that everyone's dead, but the game doesn't think that everyone's dead. So it just lets the timer run out. Just strange. It's kind of a waste. Okay, bye. I got one kill though. I need that for achievements, so that's the only reason I'm doing it. New sub, welcome. You got Lacewing? Nice. It's like top 5 Mech easy. Don't push me, dude. Jeez. Not everyone has a Revoker Surge. Ah, never mind. I stand corrected. Everybody's got a Revoker Surge. You got ads and you do not struggle with credits. Yeah. But I don't think it's like, you know, is it legitimate advice to just be like, just watch ads? Like, if you have them, I imagine you'd watch them, right? I would imagine. To me, it's about as cringe as people making how to get A-Coins videos and then listing my top 5 ways to get A-Coins in Mech Arena for free. Complete the weekly tasks. You don't say. Nobody thought of that, that's for sure. Like, damn, alright, buddy. Isn't Revoker a lot for a 6 energy weapon? No, most legendary 6 energy weapons are a lot more expensive. It's actually one of the cheaper ones. But I think what you're trying to say is, like, it's very expensive for such a low energy. And yes, you're correct. However, it's definitely worth getting. I was a member before, but got... Damn, bro. You alright? Fragment gun is good. It's probably okay, but it's nothing compared to Revoker, really. No way, I have to do the weekly test? I know, it's like... It's one of, like, the first 3 things you learn as a Mech Arena player, like, come on. But, I don't know. I've since kind of learned that people don't really make those videos to be actual guides. People make those videos because then other people can chime in with other things that they know of that are also usually pretty obvious, sometimes not. And it makes them feel like they're, you know, being helpful. Sometimes they are, but really, how many, like, there's no secret ways to get A-Coins or anything, right? So it's like, for the most part, there's kind of nothing to say outside of, like, different ways to optimize things. Which, like, there are some things. I'd say one of the more common things for people to say is that the fortune crates, the 10 key one is the best one to go for, which is not in itself inherently obvious unless you do the math, right? You wouldn't think so. You'd think the 20 would be the best one. So it's good to know. It's like, I don't have a problem with that. You got like 4,000 Acorns from Fortune Vaults. Very nice. I haven't gotten Acorns in Fortune Vaults on this account in a very long time, actually. Which makes me sad. You not nub just unlucky when I face search, they dominate whole, and now I finally brought it, and I always die because I focus on one and different mech just gets me. Yeah. You gotta be a little bit careful. Especially if you don't have mods on it. A lot of the time, like even if it's a low level, you'd be surprised at how useful even just a low level perimeter multilayer is. Oh, that's right. I was gonna change my hangers. Oh, let's go. It says a 5v5. Let's freaking go. This time we actually got a challenge. Stealth something there. Oh, Tango behind you, buddy. Yeah, I don't wanna waste a crash. Careful, careful, careful. There's so many people back there. Get that dude. Okay, it's good. Nope. Those pod guns are really spicy. I'm actually gonna go this way. Because I think this guy, yeah, I was gonna say, he's probably gonna try to come for me. But he's not gonna realize that he's a piece of crap. Ron Swanson. Are they? Okay. Oh. Hot. Yeah, you MP me anyway, why don't you? It's definitely how the game works. Buddy. Poke. Poke. Yeah. Anything? Okay, jump inside that thing. I'm almost dead. I'm almost dead. He's gonna kill me. He's gonna, one disruptor and I'm dead. Yeah. The disruptor AoE covers the entire hallway, bro. There's no escaping it. Okay, we got a decent lead. I think we're fine. Zero on the sun. Pew, 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 pew. Aww. No man is better than Lacewing. I disagree. I mean, I made a tier list video, but in some modes it certainly is, but in general, probably not. Dang it, bro. He's gonna do it again. Is he dead? Yeah, I think he might have died. I gotta be careful, bro. No! Killshot Ruiner of all things fun. Guardian can stop Surge and Eclipse ability, but dies so easily to Revoker. Yeah, well, except it didn't stop the Surge ability, did it? It still ended up EMPing me. Which is really friggin' annoying. It's supposed to be able to stop it, but, you know. Why have a counter to Surge, right? Nobody needs that. Well, I didn't think he had Gemini, but fair enough. Get him, but we're not winning by a lot, but we are winning. That's what's important. This guy. Okay, no, we're fine. We're fine. Guardian bots can definitely stop search. Yeah, the bots can probably do anything they want, really. I can stop Surge, but Revoker carries so hard I can't do anything about it. Yeah. There is the system crashing. Revoker actually makes it worse. So, yeah, that's kind of a problem. Before Revoker was so common, like, Guardian was better. It was still not, like, the absolute best, but just the fact that, like, Ember... Even if someone's not using Revoker, they're probably using Ember Gun. So it's like, those two things, it'll absolutely mess you up. There's no chance, dude. The only way that you can get even half decent performance out of it is if your Guardian has mods, which mine does not. So, yeah. Speaking of though, let's see. Do I want to do that? I might replace this with... Excuse me. Maybe Ares. Wait, what achievements does Ares have anyway? Long arm. Missile rank. Assault. Okay, yeah. No, assault weapons. Sure. Easy. I'll just use this thing. Do I have a Guardian too? Yeah, let's go. And then, what do I have for Zephyr? Anything? I have this one, it's close enough. And then the Zero Ryan, which doesn't really have anything. Wait, Quantum Gun 12 is what I was trying to say. $7 Quantum Gun 12 for not even rank 4, bro. Alright. I'm sure it's OP lately. If it costs $7, it has to be OP. Parasite or Dreadnought. I mean, I made a tier list video. So, like, yeah. Any two mechs you could think of, you could just look at where I placed them on the tier list, and that's probably what I think about it. What's the token exchange for the Lancer? I have no idea, but it's just credits. It's probably not going to be much. I would spin it, because you'll probably get more credits if you spin it, to be honest. Primary objective, kill shots. Secondary objective, win match. Correct. That is the order of priorities. Everybody's like, oh, well, actually, this guy's like just a little over 5k. I'll invite him if this guy doesn't join. Cheetah bots are a different breed. They just dump mines everywhere. They're just like, they run around constantly spamming the ability button as well. Invisible, hello. Get Lancer jump distance. I don't think that it's ever going to make a meaningful difference. I'll be honest. I think there's a theoretical value, and you could tell me that theoretically it could do one thing or the other, but I don't think realistically it would ever happen any more than like maybe one time. So at that point, it's like 40,000 credits for pretty much nothing. It's a fun implant, but I just don't think it's really necessary to get. It's very expensive and... Oh. And I have so many things that I need to buy with the credits still. I just don't think it's really worth my credits, personally. Oh, hi. How are you? You know, it's all bots, right? Yeah. Fragment gun. Panther. Alright then. Get out of here. Sorry, I was blocking your disclauncher shots. I did not mean to. Ah! You revoked me. It does help a lot getting around the map. Yeah, but that's only if you're, like, moving. That's only if you're using Lancer specifically. Like, it's only if you're using Lancer as a mobility feature. Which I pretty much never do, unless I'm just messing around like this with Revoker for kind of no reason. Like, I almost always am just camping with Stormrack, to be honest. So it doesn't seem useful to me. Let's try it again. I guess, I mean, decent use for Guardian, though. It's a pretty close quarters map. Please, let my rockets through. Okay. Eh. What is that? Oh, okay. Shadow. We're fine. And then I'll just kind of chill back here, I think. Hi. Yo, what? I did not recall that they spawn there. But clearly they do, so... That's my bad. Get out of here. No. No. Okay. The shield's, like, not that bad. I kind of wish the shield durability implant was higher than 30%, though. I think it would be cool. I might get it just for the sake of... I could get it just for the sake of just, like, seeing if it's good, but... If it's just 30%, that I already know it's not. Kind of no point. Okay. Lacewing has mobility and Vortex just tanky and fast as ability. Lacewing counter him easily. Okay. When you're asking about which one's better, this or this, you have to think about generalities. You are not thinking about a 1v1 situation, unless that was the question. I don't know. I should check. Vortex or Lacewing, which is best? Yeah, okay, that was the question. Yeah. So you're not thinking about a 1v1 situation, right? Because that's a ridiculous way of thinking about it. Because otherwise, in that scenario, you'd be forced to say, let's say... Let me think. Let me find a good example. I mean, you could even say, like, Zephyr versus Seeker. Because a Zephyr can kill a Seeker relatively easily. So long as the Seeker isn't significantly stronger, like, in terms of mods or whatever. Like, if they're both the same level, they both have decent mods, the Zephyr should win that. So the Zephyr, obviously Zephyr isn't better than Seeker, but it would win a 1v1. So it's like, yeah, you can't go by who wins a 1v1. But yes, Lacewing's better than Vortex. In general. But again, asking me for a full tier list breakdown, one mech comparison at a time, because since saying that, literally, okay, watch. Somebody else said something, and they're like, okay, well now, what about these two mechs? Let's see. You're asking best mech for 1v1? I don't, well, that's not what it said. It said which one's best. Lacewing or Vortex. But even still, asking which one's better for 1v1 situation, you're not, you're misunderstanding it. You're misunderstanding it. Because asking which one's better, Lacewing or Vortex, for a 1v1 means that if you were a Lacewing fighting some other mech in a 1v1 situation versus if you were a Vortex fighting some other mech in a 1v1 situation. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're fighting each other. If you wanted to convey that they're fighting each other, then you know, be like, okay, Lacewing versus Vortex, which one wins? That's, you know, that's pretty obvious. But asking which one's better, like I said, Seeker's better than Zephyr, but Zephyr still beats Seeker. Just because it beats it doesn't mean it's better. And specifying a 1v1 doesn't mean that Seeker's better, or that Zephyr's better in a 1v1. It's not. Seeker's way better in a 1v1, but it just happens that Zephyr would probably beat a Seeker in that situation. Too many maxed Lancers these days? Okay, the reason, to be fair, the reason everybody's got a maxed Lancer is because there was the event for Lancer that actually kind of took forever, and people were trying to get those tokens. I think you're going to see a lot less of them starting tomorrow. What weapon will be free to play next, do you think? Should be Overdriver, I think. Or Fuse Mortar, whichever, if they decide they want to do Fuse Mortar. It's supposed to be Fuse Mortar before... They're supposed to do Fuse Mortar earlier, like before Savant, but they did Savant. Yeah, Overdriver. So that's what I'm expecting. They waste System Crash in a mech with bad stats. No, I think that was intentional. System Crash is like one of the best abilities, so they had to give it bad stats to make sure it wasn't like a super OP mech. It's just a rare thing. What they really wasted was Outlaw's ability. They wasted Outlaw's ability. They took System Crash and they made it like 3 times worse, somehow. Wild. You hope Overdriver will be in credits? I mean, some of them will. It's not a matter of whether or not it will. It's a matter of which ones are going to be credits. I would expect either a 6 or an 8, one of the two. Probably... I mean, I don't know. Because the Viper 6 and 8 are both credits already. So they probably wouldn't... They'd probably do a maybe 6 and 10 for Overdriver. There's no pattern to it, I'm just guessing. The only pattern is that they almost never make credits for 12 energy weapons. That's like the only pattern. There's only one 12 energy weapon for credits, and that's Disruptor. So you can pretty confidently assume that that's not going to happen. But otherwise... I don't think there's much of a pattern to it. Just the fact that Viper 6 and 8 are both credits, though, makes me think that they're not going to do 6 and 8 for Overdriver as well, because it wouldn't really make a lot of sense to me. So they might do like 6 and 10, just because Viper 10 is Acorns. I don't know. I feel like they kind of spread it out a little bit. Could only be one of those two. Could be like just the 10 or something. The pattern is you can't make a 24 energy build without A coins. I wonder if that is true. I mean, outside of Disruptor. Yeah, it's a 16-6. The Disruptor 16 is great. I don't remember. Particle Beam... Was it Particle Beam 16? I don't remember that either. I mean, there's only 2 ways to make a 24 energy build, right? It's either the 12 or a 16 and 8. And they usually don't do the 8s. And they usually don't do the 12s. It's typically 6 and 10, but then like sometimes they do the 8s. I don't know. I don't think they specifically like actively try to make sure that nobody can make a 24 energy build without A coins, because like realistically, what free-to-play players are even maxing out their medium mechs anyway? So I don't know if that really matters a whole lot to them. But I don't know. They definitely keep the credit-based ones to lower energy variants for sure. They typically do. At least for the good weapons. Yeah, okay, but there's what, 3 good weapons? It's not a lot of... I could make a lot of ridiculous generalizations about good weapons, because there's literally like 3 of them total. I don't know. Storm rank 16 is credits. Well, so is Hemlock, right? Like, I don't think there's some weirdly nefarious thing going on there. I think it's just like, I think it's just kind of random. I think that they don't necessarily consider performance a whole lot when they choose what currency something is, except for legendary mechs. They always make legendary mechs A coins pretty much. Hemlock for credits was crazy. He did say, like, I even talked to Pasha the one time, and he literally said that they made Brickhouse credits because it wasn't very good, and that they didn't plan on making any, legendary mechs for credits in the future. And then they turn around and like, literally the next free-to-play mech that they made was credits or something like that. It's like the next 1 or 2. It's ridiculous. I'm not gonna complain, but it's like you just said. Everyone spam Hemlock now. Well, I mean, being credits doesn't mean... I feel like most people who are in tier 8 would have already got it. Because it's a really good mech, especially if you play 2v2. A lot of people would have just bought it already. You have almost 10,000 A coins in your free play account. Should you get Eclipse, or rank up Redeemer, Orion, and get Panther? Get all this or just Eclipse? Eclipse is gonna be way better. Cause you're not gonna need Redeemer. You're not gonna need Redeemer. Ranking up Orion, not really something you need to do. Especially for free-for-all, Eclipse is going to be ridiculous. The game is going to be unplayable during cooldown weekends. I mean, it's a cooldown weekend right now. It is a little ridiculous that they did the new 2v2 thing, and now everybody's just going to be spamming Hemlocks always. The thing... it's not even like Hemlock that I particularly dislike, it's the fact that the only way to deal with it is Eclipse. It's like it's the only way to deal with it is by using Eclipse. It's ridiculous. Would they bring back 2v2? It doesn't sound like they will. So it sounds like they're gonna bring back 5v5 because a lot of people wanted that, and so they're like, okay, we'll bring back 5v5. But it sounds like the new mode replaced 2v2 altogether. But I think they're gonna add the new mode to custom matches. Like, if you really wanted to play like a 2v2 custom match, you could do that. But I don't think we'll get classic 2v2 again. If you really wanted to do, like, custom 2v2s, then you could just do 5v5, use the 2v2 maps, and then only have 2 people join on each team. It would actually be, like, extremely easy. For custom matches, like, if you just played it regularly, then no. But I feel like a lot of the people that, like, really liked the 2v2, I feel like, are competitive. It's kind of sad that the cooldown event for all mechs and just Lancer don't stack. That would be ridiculous, bro. It just has a minus 100% cooldown. No cooldown. Redeemer got max debuff, gets max debuff in Hanger Showdown. Oh, true. That's a good point. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, it gets the max. It gets the max perk. You're gonna crash out. 2v2 is your favorite game mode. That's crazy. If they fix the matchmaking on the new one, though, do you think you'd like that better? I think I would. Cause it's like, yeah, there's differences, but I don't think it's like, it's not like I was absolutely in love with the way that the 2v2 is made. It was very, very simple. It's like the most bare bones game mode. I'd like to see a turn and do some different stuff, maybe 3v3 or something. I don't know, anything less than... I'd like to see more than 5v5. Like, I'd like to see more than 5 people on each team. So anything less than 5 is it's like an automatic turn-off for me, basically. But that's just me. If the matchmaking was better, I'd prefer Hanger Showdown. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people probably would. Although, okay, the only thing I can think of that's like a downside for the Hanger Showdown is the fact that you can't play it any more than 10 times. Well, you can't play it any more than 5 times. Nobody's spending 8 coins realistically. 8v8? That'd be hilarious, dude. I'd love it. What I find is that, like, a lot of the super OP things, a lot of things that are ridiculously strong tend to kind of average out when you just throw a bunch of people together. What I tend to find is that, like, things that are generally OP become a lot less OP when they have to worry about a lot more enemies. Because, like, you can have a lot more people focusing them down, and it's just like, yeah, it's GG for them. And I find it's just generally better balance, or at least more entertaining for me. But, yeah, it'd be cool, I think. But you definitely need bigger maps for that. Like, the only usable CPC map is, like, maybe Elon Station. And... no, I'm not gonna... Elon Station, maybe, but the new one, whatever the frick it's called, would actually be pretty good for, like, even, like, 10v10. I think you could pretty decently fit 10 people on each side in that. $100 versus 100 versus 100 versus 100. Ridiculous. But, yeah, I think it'd be cool. But that's just me. That's just what I prefer. I'm not a fan of, like, 2v2 or anything, really. Never have been. That one could hold 20. Yeah, the new one, that's what I'm saying. $12v12, no legendary mechs. So no meta slaves. Well, the thing is like, if you create rules where it's like, oh, you can't use this thing, you just create a new meta, and it's just a matter of time before people find it. That's what I find. But yeah, I don't know. It would definitely be better. But even still, it's like, you know, take like a Revoker Surge, for example, right? A lot of what makes Revoker Surge so ridiculous is that it can bum rush somebody who's by themselves. It can absolutely, like, 1v1, it's basically GG unless it's an Eclipse. And, like, even 2v2, it could, or 1v2, like, it could EMP, like, 2 people at the same time. But if there's people everywhere, if it is a 12v12, and there's people everywhere, you're not gonna survive, bro. You're gonna get absolutely ganged on. And if there is genuinely anything that's like an actual problem, even if there is like a different meta thing that exists, like maybe Blockhorn, for example, because it has this like stupidly strong shield, tons of firepower. Even if that happened to be meta, literally the solution to that is just like have 3 or 4 different people focus on that one guy, and it wouldn't even be half your team that's focusing on it. Like, it's very manageable. It's actually very manageable. That's what I think. But obviously, that's like, it's not in the game, so it's just like it's just my guess of what would probably happen. It could be worse, but it could be worse than it already is. I don't know, but I don't think so. I don't think so. What I tend to find is that it kind of evens out. Because if something starts to become a problem, then people just kind of gang on them, you know? Revoker Redux. Combination ability between different like mechs, like in Marvel Rivals. I haven't played Marvel Rivals, but I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know. I think the biggest issue with it is that, as far as I'm aware, you can just use whatever character you want in Marvel Rivals, so that's like, you know, there's different synergies and whatever. But if being able to use a one mech is dependent on whether or not somebody else bought a different mech, it's kinda not great, I don't think. It could be cool, but I think it'd be very niched, and it wouldn't be very good for like casual people or people who are like queuing up solo matches. Broker Eclipse's brain dead build, yeah. That's why I don't like deathmatch modes. I only like CPC. Because in deathmatch modes, it just, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about anything else. It's just a matter of how good your mechs are at killing things. Gonna upload a video based off the stream? Nah, I don't plan on it. There's some streams that I'd really like to make videos out of, but they're so long. And it takes forever to edit those into a video. So there's still a couple that I'd like to edit, but it's like, whatever, dude. Pineapple. Hi, good morning. How are you? Onyxium mech ability. EM and railguns get 500,000 bonus shield damage. Or shield pierce. Just a legendary Orion that gives like 100% shield pierce easy. If they made a 1v1 mode, it would be a hell of a lot of fun. I would never play it. The only reason I play the 2v2 is because there's rewards daily. The new mode, I mean. Otherwise, I would not. Like I said, I mean, it is my own personal preference. But anything less than 5v5 is an automatic turn-off. It's just, I'm just not interested. What about when we finish 10 matches of Hangar Showdown, we can play infinite times, but with no rewards? That would be cool. I would like that, yeah. If the 20 crate didn't have any skins, would it be the best to spin then? No, I don't think so. I think even if there's No skins at all. I think the 10 still gives more. I don't remember though. I'd have to check on the test server, but I think so. Dude's trying to clear the skins. Don't even attempt to clear the skins, bro. I know people who have spent so much money buying skins. They spent so much money buying skins, and it's like it's not even a dent. There's still so many skins left in their fortune vaults. You're not gonna get rid of all of them. You can get rid of all the legendary ones. I've cleared all of the legendary ones from my main account. Not necessarily because it helps my fortune vaults much. I think it does a little bit, but mostly just because I like having the legendary skins. That's about it. But yeah, don't even attempt it, bro. Don't even attempt it. It's not gonna happen. I feel like we have too many legendary mechs. Yeah, kinda. But at the same time, it's like, I think from their perspective, you gotta think about like who's buying mechs, right? Nobody's gonna, no paying player is gonna see a new rare mech and decide that they're gonna spend money on a rare mech. Like, why would they do that? It's not gonna be that good. Like, paying people would rather buy something that's actually going to be, you know, useful to them to at least some degree. So that's why pretty much all new mechs and new weapons are all legendary. Because theoretically, if they were balanced better, theoretically they're all like usable endgame. They should drop pay-to-win skins that give 5% health boost to mech. Oh my god, pay-to-win skins where you have to use certain skins competitively to have an advantage is ridiculous, and I would not like that. I don't know, I wouldn't like it. War Robots did things like that. Not a huge fan. Do you think Mech will ever decrease the price of epic and legendary mech weapons? I think they will eventually. I think they'll do a lot of things eventually, but it's a matter of like when and whether or not it'll be too late. Because like if you think about it, like what's the alternative? Like if they were to never do it, the game, like if the game eventually were going downhill and the game was about to die, then they just reduce the prices of stuff in an effort to get people back in, right? Like if nothing else, then they do it if the game is dying. Then in that case, like maybe that would get some people back, but I don't know, it might be too late by then. But I don't know, I think at some point it's almost certainly gonna happen. Whether or not it's anytime soon is very much up for debate. Bought a skin for $10. Well, good for him. He has money to spend, I suppose. A skin for $10 is not that much. Really glad they're giving away free stuff. They've been doing a lot more free things lately. Yeah. And it's good to see. It's good to see. Do you think Mech Arena would fall off? I mean, it's going to fall off eventually. Technically, I think it kind of already did fall off from where it was at one point. There's been certain things that have kind of brought a lot of people back. Every game has a lifespan. Minecraft fell off, like, let's be real. I don't care what game it is, it's gonna fall off eventually. Prince Moon. Did I or did I not spend like a solid 5 minutes explaining my answer to that question? I feel like I'm just talking to myself at this point, dude. What are your thoughts on legendary skins for Lancer? There's the one's kind of cool, this one. This for the longest time was just an exclusive skin on the test server, and there was no, like, you couldn't get it anywhere else. These two are kind of whatever, and this one's kind of less than whatever. I wouldn't use it. It's like, it's whatever. It's like, you got potentially 3 free tokens. All, like, the drop rates are perfectly even. Like, it's not a skewed drop rate thing, so it's cool. I like to see it. It's not like a thing that actually, like, really helps. It's not like a game-changing thing. It's just kind of cool to see. You got the green skin? Nice. What'd you get for the Lacewing token? I got blueprints. Yeah, overdriver blueprints. But it's worth a shot anyway, because it's like a 10% chance of potentially getting something. All of these things are really good. So it's absolutely worth spending. Which aim should you choose? The minimal one. So you should have the same... You should have the same options as me. You should do this one. This is like the manual aim. If you're good at aiming, if you've played like other shooter games on mobile, which you probably have. Got Tetra blueprints too, sad. Yeah. Oh well. Worth a shot. I actually kind of don't care. As much as I would have. Because if I did get something, then people would be really annoyed and they'd be calling me pay to win. Because I got something and they didn't. So like I kind of don't care. People still ask me about the fuse mortar 8s, bro. It's ridiculous. The clone, what? Create clones of itself and clones explode on impact. It's like like they dash at you or something, or they just like walk forward. Be really easy to avoid if they just walked forward. Be really super cool if we could do something about overflow blueprints. Literally anything would be better than letting them stack up and be pointless. I would like legitimately. It would almost be like I would almost be okay if the only thing that they did was to just take away this counter. Honestly, like the simple fact that it shows you exactly how many blueprints you have that you can't use is almost more frustrating than the fact that you can't use them. Surprising you gotta go, okay, bye-bye. Even that, I know, it's ridiculous, bro. Like, cause it's just, it's there, it's right there in your face. It's like, ooh, you have all these blueprints that could have been something. I was like, get out of here, dude. It's even that, but yeah, I don't know. It's even in beta. This was a thing that people have been asking for since beta. So, like, if they were gonna do it, I don't know. I feel like they would have done it by now. My guess is that their code is so spaghetti that it would mess up a bunch of stuff just for them to try to fix it. But I have no idea. People bring it up constantly. I don't know if they ever plan on doing anything about it. If they have a way to convert it to credits or something, yeah. I mean, you'd think, but whatever. 1 extra blueprint equals 1 credit. It doesn't even matter. Like, it literally... That's what I'm saying. It's like, it could be 1 credit. It could literally be nothing, like I just said. It's like, it's almost... I would almost be perfectly fine if they just got rid of the number. Just so that I don't have to look at it constantly. Custom match, nah. Sorry. Once you get the max amount of blueprints, do you think you should stop collecting without upgrading the mech? I think, okay, so what you're trying to say is once you have enough blueprints to max it out, should it just stop? Even if you didn't max it out. Yeah, probably. I think that would make sense. But if they wanted to do it to where like you have to physically max it out in order to get rid of those blueprints, then that's I guess I would say that that's okay as well. Like if they really wanted to do it that way, encourages people to max things out. But ideally, yeah, it would just collect the however many units that you need and then stop. I had a bug where you had negative cards or negative credits. Oh yeah. Well, that's pretty common. I've seen negative credits, negative acorns, negative like what's it called? Event tokens, like Crash event tokens. For Legendary, it sucks because I know I spend a few thousand acorns to max, and now the precious blueprints are just there as a reminder. Yeah. But, I mean, like, you also know that it took you so long to get those, right? Like, for the most part, you spent a few thousand acorns to max it, but those few thousand acorns saved you, like, 2 months at least. Sequence of buying blueprints. Yeah, once you get your mechs, like once you have all your mechs at rank 6, then it's basically like the only thing that you're left spending acorns on is blueprints. Did I get the token? I did. So this is what I got. Garbage. It was worth spinning anyway, but no, I got nothing. And then this, also kind of garbage, but it was worth spinning, and I probably would have just gotten 15,000 credits from compensation anyway. And that's about it. I did rank up my Ares, though, to get there. I got the Viper 8s on rank 4 Ares. That's kind of cool. I would probably... I think long-term I want to get my rare mechs to, like, rank 5. And then keep them there. So this right here is what? 395. Versus this is 390. Oh, actually. Why? What? 376, because it's mine's level 3, so I upgraded it twice, so it's a little higher. 376 for rank 4 rare. Versus 392 for rank 4 epic. What? Man, their SP system is ridiculous, dude. Their SP system is ridiculous. Yeah, rank 4 common mech, 354, yeah. It's almost just as good, guys, I promise. Ridiculous. Yeah, their power system is ridiculous. It's just stupid. They need to add an invite to the new mode. Yeah. A lot of people have been saying that, I think. You have Sentinel, but still okay with Ares. You don't know why. Ares' ability is better. Like the shield shape, I think it's larger, and like it covers your sides a bit more. Sentinels is just inconvenient. And also the weapon mounts are way low. Ares' weapon mounts are really high up. High weapon mounts is actually pretty important. High weapon mounts is really useful. SP system needs a revamp. Oh yeah, absolutely. What does 19.8 by 33 meters squared mean for the wipeout area size? It means that it's 19.8 meters wide and 33 meters long. Rare mech has more HP than epic mech. Does it? 81. Yeah, that's true. It is a tank, to be fair. Yeah, it's a tank and it just barely has more HP than a freaking support, which is very squishy. On main account, why are the weapons not max? Only 6 stars? I thought it didn't cost 8 points to max out. It doesn't. What do you mean? Oh, you're talking about my... Okay. So... When it's rank 6 level 1, the amount of credits it costs to get from rank 6 level 1 to max for a legendary weapon is close to 2 million credits for one weapon. And I don't think I need to explain any further why I don't max out my weapons. Yeah. I just keep my weapons at like rank 6 level 2 or 3 usually. Oh, yeah. It's wild. The amount of blueprints it costs to upgrade at rank 6, the amount of credits it costs to upgrade at rank 6, it scales way up. The last level alone is 500,000 credits, 550,000 credits. Alright, bye-bye. That's ridiculous, dude. Well, I think that is a good time to stop. Not really talking about anything important. I think we're done. I'm kind of tired, if you couldn't tell. And... yeah. What time is it? Almost 2 o'clock. Alright then. Yep, take care, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. I will... yeah, I'll do things at some point. Different things, cool things, hopefully, maybe, I don't know. I don't have any streams planned, so... yeah. See y'all later. Take care.